and it feels so good. It just feels so good to finally be back. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me know if you guys can hear me. But, man, it has been a while. I know I've been using the backup channel here and there, but it's been really amazing. And I appreciate everybody that's been really patient. I think the first time I literally couldn't live stream was when Doug got fired. And that was the only time, really, that I was like, wow. But I do appreciate everybody's patience. I appreciate everybody that has, really given me the patience, and it really has been bad, but it's been kind of cool too because it makes me put out a lot more videos instead of doing a lot of live streams, and I've been missing it. So I appreciate everybody being here and really giving that support. I really do. Everybody's been fantastic and very supportive of everything that we do on here, and I miss all you guys because, answering comments is not the same as doing live streams, so I do appreciate everybody being here today. We already got a super chat already. Super chat, Tone DeShields II. My guy is back. Bro, it's been a while, and more great things are to come, so do appreciate that. Tone DeShields is a Eagles YouTuber. If you guys haven't subscribed to him, please subscribe to him. I've jumped into his live streams here and there, so I do appreciate everybody really being patient. Big shout out to Tone DeShields moving up for that 1,000 subscriber mark. I want to help him get there and support these other guys because they deserve it. Trust me. So, much appreciated to everybody. Much appreciated to everybody. Now I'm going to go through everything. I haven't done a live stream in a while, so guys, give me some slack. Cut me some slack a little bit. Talk about the draft. Talk about anything you guys want, really. I'm here for you guys. And to see what you guys have been up to. So I'm going to start from the bottom. This way we're kind of already back in gear. Daily Drip says, chat's lit. What's good, y'all? Draft season, baby. I know, bro. Daily Drip, I want to get together with you on the live stream as well. Do appreciate you coming in as well, man. Much appreciated. James Whalen, first time here, dude. Well, I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it very much. Very much. You got AK Eagles with the super chat. What's going on, man? He says, welcome back, bro. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. It is breathtaking to be back. I was streaming on that backup channel for a while, but hey, I really do appreciate it, bro. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing very, very well. If I miss your if I miss something that you guys say, I am sorry because I haven't done this in a while. So it's gonna take me a little bit of time. All right, hold on. Sometimes StreamYard is just really bad. What's going on, Royce? How you doing, bro? Beanie Boob 68. What's going on, man? Says, yeah, bro. I'm never getting up on you in your live show, man. Appreciate it very much. Go Birds 9 says, how does Darnold trade help? It means the Panthers are going to draft a skill position player, but it means that 4 quarterbacks are going to get taken. Okay, you have the Jags. You have the Jets, you have the Atlanta Falcons, and the 49ers. Okay, now the Atlanta Falcons is not really a guaranteed, but they had to restructure. The quarterback position and do some. I mean, the Falcons are in total rebuild mode. I mean, crazy. So I mean, there would be a doubt in my mind that they're looking for the next quarterback as of right now. So got to look at that as well. Got another super chat, Eagle Slayer 95. What's going on, man? Finally, Joey Shakes has come back home. Do appreciate it, bro. Do appreciate it. Feels very good. Feels very good to get back. Trust me. Feels fantastic. Sorry, guys. I gotta go every time if I get a super chat, I gotta go back and look. I gotta see where I left off. Eagles champ, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming in, dude. Always a good supporter. Luis Cabrera, what's going on, man? Everybody's happy, man. Everybody's in a good mood. It's a good thing. What's going on, country boy? What's going on, bro? One of the loyalists to this channel, country boy. Ronald Fry says, let's go Eagles, fly, Eagles, fly. Definitely, bro. Eddie Price, good to see you, man. Big Play Slay, welcome back, bro. Go Birds, I want that linebacker from Notre Dame so bad. Yeah, it's that long name that no one can understand. Definitely. Great in man coverage. I think he's fantastic. He knows what it's like to play at Philly. I mean, not what it's like to play at Philly, but he had some comments to say at one of his press conferences, and really heard some good things from him. So, Gaming Goga says Joey is back, but will he do a call in? I don't know if I'm doing a call in tonight. Kind of just wanted to talk to you guys and just kind of do something real quick. But I'm going to talk about at the end of the stream. There's a little bit of a surprise. I'm going to give you guys a little hint at the end of the live stream. But Tyler Valdang says JC Horn at 12, Marshall in the second. I like that. Like that a lot. I mean, with 4 quarterbacks being taken, I think that they actually could get a playmaker at 12. I think they could have got somebody, but with 4 quarterbacks taken, Penny Sewell going off the board as well, I think there's a really good chance the Eagles can get maybe Devonta Smith, Jalen Waddle, something like that. But they could go defense and then go after these late first, second round receivers. Daily Drip Sal, YouTube isn't the most friendly with streaming all this copyright stuff. I know, trust me. This is my second copyright strike that I've gotten, so I was off for 3 months is crazy. It's crazy. Alice Ace, Jalen Waddle. Dave Cale says, yo, Joe, what's going on? How you doing, bro? Dave, hope you're having a good day. Eagles champs, Tyler, Parsons or Surtain? Parsons would be fantastic. I wouldn't be against drafting Parsons at 12. I'd be really surprised because the Eagles haven't really drafted somebody good at linebacker in the first round in a while. And I think that's a tone setter. Parsons is definitely a tone setter, and you could build around him. So I'd love it. Ron Fry. Welcome, man. If you guys, anybody that's new here, hasn't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Check out the description below. Obviously, if you want to support me in other ways, got memberships, got everything down there for you guys. IA says Jalen Waddle. I'd say Jalen Waddle, man. I wouldn't if we drafted Jalen Waddle, I'd be so happy. Joshua Liz says, would it be dumb to give up 3 first-round picks next year for Russell Wilson? That deal could work. I say we don't trade. Nah, hell no. No way. I think that's way too much. They're going to be asked for more than 3 first-round picks for him. It's going to be then some. Trust me. It's going to be a lot more than that. I mean, that's definite. Okay, it's no problem. Take your time, bro. It's come back like riding a bike. Definitely, dude. Definitely. I don't know if I missed this. Super chat, but Eagle Slayer, appreciate it, bros. Finally, Joey Shakes come back home. Much love, man. Much love. Another supporter of this channel. Dale Drip starting to fall in love with Horn, but something tells me we trade up or back. No, hell no. We trade back again? No. I mean, I don't think so. I think this is it, guys. I think this is the pick right here at 12. I mean, we already got another pick plus a second round conditional for next year. That could turn into a first to get 3 first round picks would be fantastic. Tyler Valdang, Eagles champ Parsons, but I doubt Howie takes linebacker the first. That's why it would be so surprising. That's why I would be very happy. I'd be very happy. What's going on, Nina? How you doing? Damian Francisco, what's up, Joey? How does the Jets trade affect us? It affects us because I've already talked about it earlier, but it affects us because 4 quarterbacks can get taken easily, and that makes it better for the Philadelphia Eagles because then another player will land right in our lap. That's definite. Mighty Guard, what's going on? It went by so fast. Nicholas Elliott says an NFL draft 2021 second round Eagles QB. AK Eagles 88. Hey, Joe, give me your take on the expectation for this year. This year in 2021 for the Philadelphia Eagles, I think the expectation is to find those building block pieces this year. That's why I'm hoping they have a good draft. Obviously, free agency, we were broke. We couldn't afford a bag of potato chips, guys. Okay, let's just get that straightened out. But I think we got to find our building blocks. Our cap space will be better by 2022. And then pretty much you find those blocks, you keep the players you need to keep, and get rid of the players you don't need, and have a little bit of money in free agency next year, and maybe contend by 22, maybe 23, or it could be late as 24. So it really depends on how we draft. Depends on Nick Sirianni and this coaching staff. Because if Howie actually does a really good job at this draft, it's really up to Nick Sirianni and this offensive scheme that we have going on. And defensively with Jonathan Gannon. I'm really excited about these young coaches. I really am. We haven't really talked about them on a live stream, but I've been really happy with this coaching staff, 100%. Jonas Espinal, what's up, man? Brother, welcome back to the live stream. Thank you for nonstop Eagles information. Always, bro. Always. I'm always coming out with videos every day. I know the news right now is kind of dim. We have the draft in a few weeks. It's going to go by real quick, guys. It's going to come by before you know it. But appreciate it, man. Appreciate you coming in. Luis Cabrera, I'm hiring Detroit. Is trying their picks. Should we do it? Detroit is? Or they're trying to trade back? I haven't heard anything about that, but I mean that'd be cool if we could move back up. I mean, just because we have these picks, guys, it doesn't mean they can't use picks for next year or the year after that. So if Howie thinks that he's going to lose a player that he does want and he wants to move up for a few spots, he could move back into the top 10. You never know at this point. But so far, I think they're going to stay at 12 and pick their guy. Jamarcus Morrow says, I'm not trading the farm for Watson. Who's going to throw the ball to? Well, it's not even that. He's got those legal allegations right now and everything else like that. And unfortunately, he's got a big contract on him, and we just got rid of a contract that we're going to be, with the $33 million in dead cap space from Carson Wentz. Primetime 7 Joyce. What's up, man? Hector Rangel says Chase going to the Bengals, probably, or Petty Sewell's going to go there. Regardless, I think one of those picks. I think Jamar Chase is either going to the I said Dolphins because I keep forgetting that they don't have that pick at 3. It could go to the Bengals. Could happen. Showing off, what's going on, man? Brian Lewis says that means the Panthers aren't taking a QB. No, that means they're probably going to take a playmaker, most likely. That's probably what's going to happen. Eagles champ, I want Micah Parsons, Surtain Jr., J.C. Horn. Yeah, no, I definitely, trust me, like, I logically, I would think they're going defense with the 12th pick, but I think it's really going to go really how the board goes. But for moving back from 6 to 12, I think they have a target, guys, because they traded back pretty early. You'd kind of wait till draft day to trade back if that's the case. But since they traded back so early in the month, it was really early before the draft, it pretty much means that I think they have a target. I think they already know who they want to get. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind. Brett Wyatt. What's going on, Brett Wyatt? Jumps to Owusu. Owusu is a beast. Jamie Douglas, Kitty Pay, first round. Rashad Bateman, second round. A lot of people have Rashad Bateman going in the first round, that he's a late first rounder. I said second round, but people are like, oh, he's definitely a late first. I mean, all the draft analysis has Rashad Bateman going in the first. Could pay as well. We're going to see how these guys drop, but it should be interesting. There's a lot of late first-round receivers that should be going in the late first, but I don't know if all of them are going to go in the late first, guys. We're definitely going to hit on somebody. David Campbell, I'm feeling good about the Eagles. I'm feeling good. I'm excited about this draft. I am. I really am excited. I mean, not even just the draft this year, but we have picks. I mean, if we're able to get 3 first-round picks next year, or at least 2 first-rounders and 2 seconds, it's still good, guys. I mean, it's still really good. You have a lot of ammunition. This year and next year are 2 very important years for the Eagles because, number one, we have picks. We'll have cap space in 2022, and we need to find those building block pieces right now in 2021. So that's where it's going to be really important. Benny Boop said, with 11 picks for this year's draft, it must we get some secondary help? Oh, 100%. I mean, just say they get a playmaker at number 12 for the offense. There's a bunch of corners you could get between getting a guy like Newsome or getting Asante Samuel Jr. if he fits the scheme. Or also the corner. I mean, Caleb Farley's probably going to go first round. I don't know a lot of him having going to late first round, but I don't really know. But hey, I'm excited, and we're still looking at some free agent corners right now. Steven Nelson, TJ Carrier, 2 corners still left. Steven Nelson is the best coverage guy in free agency right now. We don't have a lot to choose from right now, but there are some good guys out there. Steven Nelson would be the guy, so I hope they pick him up. He's 28 years old, obviously, but it is what it is. Malcolm Long said, what's the bet Howie drafts a punter in the first round? Oh, man. Howie vision. Ammo needed. Good to see you back, Joey. You too, man. Tico Taylor says, nephew, you're appreciated. Thank you for giving content. Of course, bro. Appreciate it, man. Much appreciated you coming in. Cade Cash, I think we should stick with Hurts, but what do you think about us getting Watson? No. Hell no. Never. Between his allegations going on, all the legal stuff going on, and everything else, I don't think so. Jeremiah Owusu Amara. Yes, that's his name. And I will never be able to say his name perfectly. Probably never going to happen. The Nest Out West. What's going on, man? Finally, Shake Squad has come back to live stream YouTube. Appreciate it, bro. The Nest Out West is a Eagles YouTuber. If you guys haven't subscribed to his channel, please subscribe to him. I want him to hit 1,000 subscribers, and he works his tail off. And I'm going to get him on the show sooner or later. So do appreciate you coming in, man. Much love to you. Trap 202, I like that a lot, too. The Money Guard says, get a damn linebacker now. If we got Parsons at 12, I'd be very happy. Seriously, I'd be surprised, excited, and then I just lose it. I mean, I really would. Damian Francisco, I'd take Waddle the second if he was there. Oh, I definitely would. Depending on what we do at the 12th pick, then definitely. Emily, you can't wait. I want Horn and Elijah Moore. Everyone's high on Elijah Moore. He's got a lot of. He's got some. Not just. It's really not even his speed, but man, his footwork is just insane. Just insane. I want to see where he ends up. But J.C. Horn, I think J.C. Horn or Surtain is going to be a Cowboy. Unfortunately, I think that's what they need. Chidobe Awuzie, I think he left the Cowboys, so they're down a corner and. They need some secondary help, obviously, so I have him definitely going. AK Eagles, I like Smith at 12, Deuce at 37. Does make sense there. Reaper Town, back to your roots. Welcome back. Appreciate it, Reaper. Much love, man. Eagles champ, I think Smith will go early. Who knows? Smith is, Devontae Smith is a really confusing. He's really confusing to me, really is, because I have him going out of the top 10 as of right now because of all of the needs between 1 to 10. I don't know if the Giants would pick him up. I still think the Giants might trade back. Maybe not. There's been rumors about that at least the Patriots might move up in this draft to get like a Trey Lance or something like that from 15. So you never know at this point. Nina said, I want to trade up and get either Chase or Pitts. Well, I would totally want that too. I would totally agree with that, and I would do it. I mean, obviously, but we just traded out, so Jamar Chase is definitely going to be off the board. Kyle Pitts is literally just. It's hard. I mean, that's I don't know where he's going to end up. He could end with the Falcons. I've seen him going to the Falcons. I've seen him going to maybe Detroit, maybe. I don't know. He can go almost anywhere. He could go to Carolina. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. FC beats the same rumors about Sewell as Fields. Yeah. Ali A says, who do you think is better, Jalen Waddle or Devontae Smith? I like Waddle a whole lot more. I think Waddle is just that number one guy. I think he's just that number one guy. Now, I know Waddle had an ankle injury this past year, so that's something you have to look out for, obviously. I mean, any type of injuries you got to look out for. So, Tony Steele said, I've come to the conclusion that Howie cannot screw the first round up. Too much talent in the top 15. Way too much. That's what I'm saying. He can't mess up this pick. He really can't mess it up. I think it's almost impossible to mess it up. So it's kind of crazy. Nicholas Elliott says Eagles tight end Zach Ertz is going to get Indianapolis. I'm waiting on this trade. For Zach Ertz. Hasn't happened yet. Let's see. We have Unknown says, what up, Joey? Much love from Vegas. Go Pack, go! Appreciate the super chat, my friend. Appreciate the super chat, bro. I hate StreamYard because you can't even keep the place that you stopped. All right, I'm already at my spot. The Money Guard says linebacker. Definitely, bro. Roy says, I want to trade for the Panthers pick. That'd be perfect, honestly. I think we'd definitely get a good player. I mean, I think we're guaranteed a great player at 12 regardless, especially with the Sam Darnold trade just happened. I don't see why not. You know what I mean? Try to who do you think is better, Elijah Moore or Terrence Marshall? I like Terrence Marshall a lot. I think because of competition. I think because of who he's played with and who he's been around. Terrace Marshall is going to be a playmaker. It's really hard to pass up on Terrace Marshall. I think he's really hard to pass up on. I really do. Eagles say, and we're back, and we back, baby. Jay Cox says, Joey, would you trade with the Patriots to 15 and pick up third and take a player like Jock or Waddle or Horn? I mean, you could do that. I mean, I don't think that just depends who's picking 14, 13. That's going to be the huge difference there. If they think they can get him at 15, then great. But if not, then I'm not really sure. I really hope they don't trade back. I think we're in good position. Don't trade back a few spots just to get an extra pick for next year or something like that. You want to really be smart in this draft and do some good things with it. There is 109 people in this chat, guys. Do appreciate everybody being here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. If you guys haven't hit the like button on the stream, hit the like button to support me. Down in the description below, all the links are there. And appreciate everybody. First stream back after 3 months of being because of a copyright strike. So every time I try to do something new on here, I always obviously have to change some things up, and I pay the price for it. So that's pretty much what happened, but appreciate everybody coming in here. Much love to everybody. Brian Lewis, the 3 picks for Wilson with nobody to throw to. I wouldn't say that. I mean, we need that tone setter. We need that guy that's going to change the offense. That's just an aggressive, just a tone setting receiver. I mean, that'd be fantastic. Sorry, be fantastic. But very excited for it. We got a super chat from David Campbell. Thanks, man. It would be nice to trade up, get Pitts now. We have the most picks so far. Yeah, and this is without the Zach Ertz trade. I mean, we don't even have picks for that. You could have 12, 13 picks in this draft if we get 2 picks or maybe 1 pick for this draft. You could have 12 picks. You're going to have at least 12 picks in this draft. I mean, at least. They have some ammo. They have ammo to do some good things in this draft, or wait till next year and really start drafting some good players. I think it really starts with this draft this year and what we do. So, hey, man, thanks for the super chat. Much appreciated, man. Now I got to find my spot. I got to find my spot again. Let's see. Rock Doris, what's going on, man? How you doing, bro? Deshaun Dupree said, "Welcome back, sir. Appreciate it, man." Let's say it says, "Is Earth worth a fourth or fifth round pick?" They got to get something for him. I don't care if they even get just a 5th round pick for him. They need to get more. They really need to get more for that. They really do. I mean, I don't think they'll get a 2nd or 1st, obviously, but they really, really need to get at least. I think they wanted at least a 2nd or a 3rd, and they couldn't even get. I don't know, a 3rd and a 4th. I heard on NFL Network, and teams weren't even biting on that. I mean, there is interest, guys, but, I mean, what are we going to get for him? Like a 6th round pick? I mean, they better get at least a 5th. I mean, I'll take a 5th and say whatever, okay, at this point. So we'll see what happens. Michael Land, they're setting Watson up. I don't know about that, but should be interesting. He's got a big price tag on his head right now, so I don't really know. El Yiba says, Joey Shakes, hope you get a good player maker for Hurts, no QBs. I think I'm way past drafting a QB. I think a lot of this was smokescreen to other teams. Obviously, the Eagles need another quarterback. They're building around Jalen Hurts. I think they're going to go get a playmaker in the 1st round, or move up in the late first, or go into the 2nd and get a guy for this offense. So I don't think we're going after quarterback. I think we're good. Eke Eagles 88. If you do anything trading, I can only see us trading back into the 1st for like Bateman or Tony or even Parsons or Jock if they fall far enough. I think they could. I would love for them to draft someone at 12 and take some of these picks and move back up into the 1st again. I would love for them to do that. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably unlikely, but I would definitely love it. Chris Guy, if I was Howie, I would concentrate on offensive weapons for Hurts in the 1st, 2nd rounds, try to move up for Pitts, and then the 2nd draft Marshall or K. Tony, sign as Nelson as well. I definitely will. I definitely would. I like Tony. I would definitely try to trade it for Pitts. If they get Kyle Pitts, if they just totally surprised us and moved up from 12 a few spots and just got him at somebody's pick, oh my God, the reaction I would have is just. It's just crazy. I really would. And then if you go into the 2nd round and get a Kadarius Toney on top of it, I think that's 2 fantastic picks right there, definitely. Big J 2539, JC Horn. It's definitely one of the favorites of mine too. Matt Weeks says Micah Parsons would look great in midnight green. He would. I think you could. You draft Micah Parsons in the first round, especially at the number 12 pick. You could build around him. I mean, you build around that guy. The physicality, the way he tackles people, just what he does is just crazy. Hector Randall says Darnold trade hurts the Eagles. I don't think it hurts the Eagles at all. I think it actually helps them. Eagles Panthers could move up, take Ja'Marr Chase. Joe Brady was Chase wide receiver coach. Won't shock me. I don't think we're not getting Ja'Marr Chase. It's not happening. We're long done with Ja'Marr Chase. It's done. San Francisco, they're taking the best defensive player at 12, then Marshall in the second. They could do that too. Like I said, they could take the best defensive guy and get a late first to a second round receiver with the next pick, or they could move up in the late first and get another guy. But I think they could do that. J3 Official Productions says Terrace Marshall would be an excellent pick in round 2. 100%. Love that pick. Love that player. Smart Bro said if you wait the allegations out, you can get Watson for cheap. Maybe, but do the Eagles really have enough time to do that right now? I don't know. But you're taking on his contract, so they would have to do something with his contract. But I know they were showing some interest in Watson, but I think at the end of the day, they want to build around Hurts, give him his shot in 2021, see how he does, and then you find out what's going on. Louis Cabrera says, I want Parsons so bad on this team. You and me both, bro. B-Dubs, what's going on, man? Eagles Champ says, smart. I don't want him to be crybaby. It's Hurts season, then trade Jalen Hurts. You only hurt his confidence. I want Jalen Hurts to have a fair shot. I want him to have a fair shot this year. Jamarcus Marshall said Terrace Marshall's going in the first. I think we'd have to take JC at 12 and then trade back up into the first. Probably one of those receivers, whether it's Kadarius Toney, whether it's Terrace Marshall, I think one of these guys is definitely going to get drafted. Okay, Rashad Bateman as well. I think one of those guys is going. Maybe two. I'm not really sure, but should be interesting. Nelson, no on TJ Carey. Definitely shown off. Definitely. Smart Brawler, you could trade Ertz in a third. You could trade Ertz in a third for the 8th pick. I don't even know if that could happen. I really don't. I don't think we're going to get a third. I don't think we're going to get any top pick. We're not going to get a big pick for him. It's going to be a middle to late pick for him, which I don't understand why. If teams are so interested, the Eagles are flat out said they're not releasing him. So there's a lot going on there. Eagles Chips, I hope you get my boy for Pitt safety Paris Ford. Dude ran a 4.34. Yeah. I'm not into 40s too much because 40s are 40s. I mean, for certain positions, they're great. I think for linebackers, 40s are great. For safeties, I think they make sense because you are, running not vertical all the time, but just to see how much speed that someone has. But for certain positions, I don't really buy the 40 too much. I think 40s are definitely overrated. But if you're looking at a guy like Kyle Pitts and a big guy, and you can see what he runs, it makes a huge difference. But Manny Panera said I would trade for Watson. Honestly, I highly doubt it. Benny Boom 68. What's the deal with Lane Johnson? Are they trying to trade him? I've heard some rumors from Rube, from NBC Sports Philadelphia. Some writers in the NFL have been talking about a Lane Johnson trade. I really hope it's not true. The contract just makes no sense because if you just flat out release Lane Johnson, it's like $46 million in dead cap space, so it kind of makes no sense to me at all. But and I don't want Andre Dillard touching it. I think the Andre Dillard experiment is done, and it's really not his fault. But at the same time, the guy is getting hurt constantly. His body just can't hold up. Michael Fox, how you feeling about Jets and Panthers trade, and who won the trade? I think you know what? I think the Jets won the trade just because they get a second and a fourth for 2022. I mean, they get a 6th for this year, so it's not great, but they get good compensation for next year. There's nothing really promising about Sam Darnold, but unfortunately with Adam Gase as the head coach, he really didn't have a good chance there with how they were building. So, I mean, there's really a lot to really take in with that, but I think overall the Jets won that pick. Won that trade, definitely. Chris Scott, if we sign Nelson, could we draft the cornerback in the 3rd round? Anderson's a really good cornerback to get in the 3rd round. Also draft Surratt with the other 3rd. You could do that. Whoever's going to be available at that point, I'm hoping that somebody's there. They got to draft even a couple corners if they really had to. You know what I mean? I want as much competition here as possible, but I need to see if the Eagles are actually going to go after a free agent cornerback before the draft. It should be interesting. So up to the egg. What's going on, man? We back. Eagles chant. Roderick Jackson says, should you take Eric Wilson, then take Parsons at 12? Very interesting. I don't mind Eric Wilson, but I like Parsons at 12. Now, you get Alex Singleton back. Davion Taylor, unfortunately, hasn't really had a chance, and that's really Jim Schwartz's fault for that. You drafted him in the third round last year, and you did nothing with him. You had him on special teams, and you started him, week 10, week 11 of the season? Kind of made no sense to me. But TJ Edwards, Sean Bradley's another guy I really did like out of Temple, so there's some good guys out there. Eagles champ Parsons would make sense. Eagles love Penn State players. Maybe we get him. Who knows? If we draft Parsons, I will be a happy man. Let's see. Roderick says, I don't know what that means. Nathan Marks, Quez Watkins season. I'm excited. For this wide receiver competition. Greg Ward comes back. Quez Watkins, John Hightower. Travis Fulgham was almost like a hero coming after week 4. And then all of a sudden, he was benched because Deshaun Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey came back, unfortunately. So it's been kind of crazy. Manny Panera says, Eagles champ, how am I... Don't fight, guys. We're all in this together. Big L 253 says Parsons for the first round. I love it. Bino says Smith is going out of the top 10. I agree. Definitely. Roderick Jackson, would you take Eric Wilson? Take Parsons at 12. I think I said that before. Manny Panera, Quez season. I might get Quez Watkins jersey due my favorite pick along with my guy John Hightower. Love both of those picks. I hope they get better. I hope they really compete this year. I hope they do. Dollar Bill, what type of help could the Eagles get offensive line? No Jason Peters, please. No, I mean, I really like Nate Herbig at the offensive line. Nate Herbig is good. Jack Driscoll, it could be the future right tackle for the Eagles. Jason Kelsey's retiring after this year, most likely. I don't think he's going to play another year, so Eagles are going to have to find that backup center or find a future center in this draft or something like that. It would probably make more sense, but offensive line-wise, as long as Lane – the problem is his health. Brandon Brooks has been hurt, 2 Achilles injuries. Lane Johnson, the past couple seasons, he's been dealing with these little nagging injuries. Lane Johnson had the ankle injury. And I respect him for playing 6-7 games with it, and then obviously he's got to, he can only deal with the pain so much, so you got to look at it that way as well. So it's kind of crazy, but I think we're good at offensive line. I wouldn't look if Penny Sewell was there at 12, and if they took him, I'd be kind of annoyed at it, but at the same time, I wouldn't be because Sewell is going to be. He's only allowed 1 sack in 2 years. 1 sack in 2 years. It's kind of crazy. But, I think offensive line is good, but it's really all about health, guys. It's really all about health. Ben Boop said it would be crazy if Howie, Najee Harris with the 12. No. A running back? No, thanks. No, not at all. I wouldn't be happy with that. Chris Scott, Marshall's going in the second round. I'm moving up for Pitts no matter what if he lasts till the 7th pick. I would love it. If they moved up, trust me, if we see the Eagles trading up to a certain pick, they're getting a playmaker. Offensively, they're getting a playmaker. Eagles champ, if he falls, we need to move up. Giants will take him. I don't know what the Giants are doing. I really don't know. The Giants could do anything they want at their pick. Anything they want. Really, anything. They don't really have any holes. Offensive line, that's about it. They're a guard position, maybe a tackle at the right side. Other than that, they really don't have any holes. They spend a lot of money. So now all the pressure's on Daniel Jones for 2021. See what they can do with those weapons. Reed223 says, he's back. What's going on, man? Bino says Smith is better than Waddle. A lot of people say that, and I like both receivers. Don't get me wrong. I just think you have that twitchy. I think you have that real twitchy receiver in Waddle. I don't know why. I think he's like a Tyreek. So I'm not really sure. I want to see where Smith lands. If the Eagles picked Devonta Smith, I'd be so happy about it. I really, with any of these receivers, I'd be happy. It doesn't really matter. Plus, you get some some connectivity with Jalen Hurts. He's played with both of those Alabama receivers. So, Smart Bro said, if Chase is still on the board at 7, you have to trade up. Yeah, they could, but how much is it going to cost? That's the problem. Big Bird's Wall is nice, but we don't need another slot receiver. I don't think he's a slot at all. I don't think he's great. I think he's fantastic. I mean, this guy was, especially on special teams, he was the best man in the country on special teams as well. Thought about Joey Shakes, my boy. Always a pleasure to make your acquaintance. What do you think? Devontae falls at the 12 from 0 to 100%. He be honest, brother, man. Look, Devontae Smith is a very good athlete. Throw him to open space. He's fantastic. Love what he does on the field. If we drafted him, I've had no problem. For some reason, I've always liked Jalen Waddle a lot better, but that's just me. And I think he fit perfect with this offense. But Devontae Smith, if he drops to the Philadelphia Eagles, there's a really good chance that he's getting drafted here, 100%. Unless the Giants or Cowboys or I don't know. I mean, you never know at this point. The Cowboys are set at receiver, obviously. And the Giants can do whatever they want. The Giants can mess up a pick for us. They could. But I think someone's dropping to 12. It could be one of those guys, man. Trust me. I don't hate Devontae Smith at all. FC's Beast, where did Lane rumors come from? I saw from a few guys from NFL Network, some writers that were talking about that the Eagles could make a trade for Lane Johnson and move Andre Dillard to right tackle, kind of, switch, kind of cross-train him a little bit. If they were, but they would have to work on Lane's contract before anything. Plus, they haven't restructured him, which I don't know why they haven't restructured him. Like, he's one of the players that always is down for a restructure, and it never even happened. So, kind of got to look at that in a different way. You know what I mean? Am I missing stuff here? Hold on. I think I'm missing a super chat and something else because I don't like this because this is what happens. Hold on. We have a new member join the Shake Squad Army, Bleeding Green. Appreciate it, bro. You just joined our very good group. I do appreciate it very much. So another member, appreciate it, man. You're going to love it here. Appreciate the support, dude. You're going to love it. We have a lot of fun. Wait till I get on stream with other people. It's even more fun. Trust me. I got to find my spot again. I can't stand this. Let's see. Sean said, if Howie drafts an O-lineman, D-lineman in the first, he messed up the draft. I mean, look, like an offensive lineman. We're going to be, in time, we're going to have to draft defensive linemen really soon because Derek Barnett probably won't be here anymore. Brandon Graham is not going to be here any longer very soon. Jannard Avery moved to linebacker, which I forgot to say earlier about the linebacker spot. So Fletcher Cox, I don't know, man. Like Fletcher Cox has been like on and off for me. He's not Aaron Donald. I mean, I see what Aaron Donald does, and then I see what Fletcher Cox does. I mean, it was 4 or 5 games into the season. Fletcher Cox had like a half a sack. I mean, it was just. I don't know at this point. It's like every time we need to have another man like Javon Hargrave next to him, like Malik Jackson was the year prior to that, and it just seemed like nothing was going on. You know what I mean? But if Penny Sewell was up at 12, I think the Eagles would have to take him at that point. I mean, that's just he's just a monster. I mean, it's just crazy. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Damian Francisco, but you take Marshall in the first, roll the dice, and hope he falls to the second. I don't know. I think there's other receivers, like Darius Toney and Bateman as well. I don't think. I think it's too early to draft Marshall at 12. I think that's way too early. Louis Duffy said, this Duffy from Alaska, I don't think we can go wrong with Waddle. I don't think so either. I like Waddle a lot. I don't think we can either. Eagle Slayer 95 core already gets Philly like what? Oh, man. Chris Scott, we have a strength in this offense in the first, second rounds. We can get a good cornerback and linebacker in our 2/3. You could. Hey, corner goes deep to at least the late third round. It goes really deep, guys. It really does. AK said, hey, Joey, if you haven't watched him, you must watch Jonathan Adams highlights from Arkansas State. Dude is a beast. It's very underrated coming into this draft. I have not seen his name or watched it, but I will check it out. Let me keep going down. We have a new member to the channel, David Campbell. Appreciate it, bro. You're going to love it here, man. Thanks for joining the Shake Squad Army. Much appreciated, my dude. Much appreciated. There are 130 people in the chat, guys. You guys haven't hit the subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. We cover the news all year round. I do this pretty much every day. Make videos, and now I'm back to live streaming, which is going to be a lot more fun. So much appreciated, guys. Subscribe. If you haven't liked this video in the live stream, either hit the like button. Much appreciated to everybody. We have some really good things happening with this channel. Before the draft, there is a big announcement coming. I'm talking a big one. Okay, and you guys are going to love it. Okay, I mean, absolutely love it. I would not steer you wrong. I would not steer you wrong. Trust me on that. I would not steer you wrong. Now I got to find my spot again. This is why I can't stay at this. Oh, I'm good now. Big L 2539. Horn in the first, Marshall the second. You love JC Hornbed, and then Marshall in the second. Wouldn't mind that either. Arthur De Palma, how's your night, Joey? It is going good, man. I'm talking to you guys, talking Eagles finally after not live streaming for 3 months, so much appreciated. Ray223 says, if Waddle isn't there, we need to go Parsons or corner, Horn, Surtains. Yeah, no, I think if there's no receivers left, like there's really nobody that's really intriguing at 12. I think you go defense. I think you get one of those corners in Horn, Surtain, or you get Parsons. I think that's the obvious of all. Eagles champ, hope Howie doesn't mess up this draft. Hate make Fire Howie video. I'm sure you hate making Howie Roseman rant video. Yeah, nah. I want to be happy during this draft. That is what I want to be. Happy. Reed223 says Farley. Farley's going to go late first. Okay, Farley's definitely going late first. And here's why. I think Farley was a quarterback that turned into a corner. Okay, and I think people dip on him because hasn't played corner his whole career. And I know that it's with a lot of players, but I do like his game. I think he's got size. I think he can cover guys. I just think J.C. Horn is the big corner we need. Not even just big, but he can cover those deep, twitchy receivers downfield. So I really hope the Cowboys, if we're going to pick the defense and Parsons ain't there and you have a shot at getting a good cornerback, I think if the Cowboys pick Surtain and J.C. Horn is on the board, you got to take him. I think that's where it's going to really count. Ali A says Eagles should get Nelson free agency, pick up Waddle at 12. I like that too. Just because we get Steven Nelson as a corner in free agency, it doesn't mean that we're not going to get any more corners. I mean, I want more corners. I want more competition coming this camp, so that's definite. Jamarcus Monroe said, I could see Baltimore and New Orleans taking Marshall, teams that are wide receiver needy. AK Eagles 88 said Nelson is a Patriot. Steven Nelson got signed to the Patriots? I didn't hear anything. Wow, I got to check that now. Scooby-Doo, we can't pay them all if we do trade Zach Ertz. And, yes, we need to trade Zach Ertz badly. It's Goddard season. As long as Goddard doesn't get hurt every 6 games, I don't mind it. But, he gets hurt like every 6 games. But I've seen a lot of good things from Dallas Goedert. A lot of good things. I've liked him a lot. Theo Nicholas, can Pitts play defense? He probably could play linebacker. Or defensive end. You never know. Eagles fan, Baltimore doesn't need wide receiver. They need QB. Lamar Jackson isn't it. I don't like Lamar Jackson at all. Never been a fan. Theo Nicholas said nobody is giving up a 3rd or a 4th. Probably not. Probably a 5th or a 6th. I hope at least we get a 5th round pick for Zach Ertz. That's what I'm hoping for. Jonas Spino said, if not Pitts, who is second best tight end in the draft? I honestly don't even know. I haven't looked at tight ends that much. Kyle Pitts was the flashy guy that came out. Everybody was talking about, but as another tight end, I don't know I don't think the Eagles are going to draft one. They have Hakeem Butler. They have a couple other guys. I mean, I know Richard Rodgers is not on the team, but he was very good last year. I mean, he played pretty well. So they're going to use 2 tight end sets. Nick Sirianni has already mentioned he's going to be using 2 tight end sets as well. So. Scooby-Doo, we might as well keep him. No. Zach Ertz doesn't want to. He wants a bigger contract. That's what he wants. He's already said he wants to play out, obviously, the $8.5 million that's due to him this year. The Eagles Ertz will not let that happen. He's not going to stay here if he's not getting a contract. We've offered Zach Ertz 2 contracts. Let me tell you something. He's not getting Austin Hooper money. He's not getting George Kittle or Travis Kelce money. That's definitely not happening. Period. It's not. DeMarcus Monroe says Lamar is to surround him with weapons. Marquise Brown isn't a wide receiver. 1. Shane Rawls, I think we should either get Horn or Parsons at 12 and either Terrace Marshall, Kadarius Toney, or Elijah Moore in the second round. That makes more sense, 100%, Shane. I think you get one of those top, you get a Horn, you get a, and if Horn's not there, I don't know if they have any interest in Surtain if he's already taken. But if you get Parsons in the first round and you trade up, or you just go in the second round and just bite the bullet and hope you get one of these guys like Toney or get Elijah Moore or getting a guy like Terrace Marshall, I mean, you have a good chance there to really do good things with this offense. I think that draft scenario makes some more sense. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now, Shane. So, Big Bird, we try to pick swap, including Ertz. Who is interested? That's the question. It's good, dude. Bateman is good. I think he's fantastic. He's got that physicality. He's got really strong hands. I mean, he could catch balls in traffic. He's got, and you know what? He's not a freak athlete either, but he could run by everybody. I mean, unbelievable what he could do. Dear Nicholas, defense wins championship, offense wins Pro Bowls. Yeah, and at the same time, you need an offense. You need a passing game. It's a passing game league now. So, I understand, but the defense wins games definitely is true. But at the same time, you need it's a passing league now, and you need an offense with weapons. You can't go into a game with just a good scheme and that's it. I mean, you need guys that could play, and really that's what all that matters. So I hope we get the right guy. Chris Scott, we need to trade a fourth this year, a second next year, and Ertz to move up at least the seventh pick. That's probably what it's going to cost. It's going to cost a couple picks and a pick for next year. So if the Eagles think they're going to get a second round for Carson Wentz, they have a second round conditional, and they want to trade that. They want to trade that pick to another team and then include Ertz in a pick to move up in the top 10 again. They could do that as well. Bateman's good, Shane. Big Al says 2539 says, do you trade a first next year to get Pitts if he falls? No way. No, I wouldn't give up that first round pick next year. I mean, you could. It really all depends on how it really turns out. I don't know if Pitts is really their pick. I don't know if Pitts is gaining interest from the Eagles. I don't know if that's their guy. I think they wanted Jamar Chase. I think they wanted to move up to third overall to get Chase. I think that's what they wanted to do. But obviously the Zach Wilson rumors were. I think they were. Obviously the Jets are going to be picking him now, but. Eagle Slayer says BPA available. I don't care if it's Horn Surtain. Yeah. I think in the first round, if everybody's really taken and there's really no one on the board, and it's going to be hard for me if Jalen Waddle is on the board and they have Horn and Surtain on the board still, or Core is still on the board as well. I mean, I don't know if Core is going to go in the first round. I'm not really sure. Maybe late first to second round pick, but we'll see how the draft board rolls out. Matthew Edmondson, I think it's going to be a first cornerback, second receiver, or vice versa. The first round, I doubt how we'll draft a linebacker in the first round. You never know, but you are right. It could be corner, wide receiver, or wide receiver corner. I think it goes in that, probably in that order, or vice versa, like you said. Eagles champ. 2 weeks later, Joey Shakes reacts to the Eagles draft QB from Alabama, Mac Jones with 12th pick. I would laugh. It actually happens. Why cry? Because I have to suffer. I don't think. Regardless of what's going on, I don't think Mac Jones is a good QB at all. I don't. I don't think he's great. I watched a lot of his tape. I don't think he's fantastic. He's got a strong arm, but, I mean, I think that can only get you so far in the league. Mac Jones is definitely going to – someone's going to move up to get a guy like Trey Lance, Mac Jones. That's what's going to happen. Should do Surtain all day. I thought people like Surtain, man. King Rolex 276, what's going on, bro? Since the Eagles have been interviewing a lot of second-round receivers, I think their plan is going defense in the first round. If Smith falls to 13, do you think he is enough to make them change their plan? Could be enough. At the end of the day, it really could help if Surtain is available. If Smith is available at 12, if that actually happens. I think, that trade back, it puts them at 12, and I think they said to themselves, we know who we want, but this is a good spot to be in because we're going to get a good player at 12 regardless. Okay, so that's definitely something to look at. But, hey, I think it's going to be a hard decision, but the Eagles just need to pick a good name. That's all I care about. Just pick that guy that you want here that is one of the top guys of this draft, and I'll be happy. Richie later says, let's go. I finally made a Joey stream. Yes, you did, and we are here. We are here. JB Gunning, I'd say take a linebacker, cornerback 12, and then focus on receiver at number 37. 100%. And honestly, they're at 37, which isn't a bad spot either. They can move up a few. They can move up a few spots in the second round as well, so that's going to be interesting. AK Eagles 88, Parsons, Singleton, Avery sounds like a solid linebacker core for once. It does. It actually does. If you add Parsons to the mix, it's great. But Genard Avery, when we traded for him in 2019, fourth pick, that's why we got our fourth pick back. But we traded a fourth-round pick for Genard Avery, and we switched him to defensive end. He made a couple tackles in one game, and that was really it. He was most likely an experiment, had a couple years on his contract left, but they moved him back to his original position at linebacker, and he's actually not bad in coverage. He's probably our best coverage linebacker we have. He did it with Cleveland. Cleveland fans were not happy when the Browns traded him. They were not happy. Benny Boom 68 said, I'm sick and tired of hearing about the Eagles drafted QB. Hurts is much better than the QBs in the draft. Build around Hurts. I think they just need to give him a chance. I think at the end of the day, just give him a chance and see what he does. I think that's what they have to do. Eagles champ said Panthers could take Chase. It's all good. Could happen. He could go to the Bengals. He can go pretty much anywhere. But if he goes past the 6th overall pick, I'll be very surprised. So Marcus Monroe said if Devon Smith there at 12, I'd taken him and just taken Asante in the second at 37. Simple. I agree. Now Asante Samuel, a lot of people are saying, does he fit the Eagles scheme? That's a whole nother story. Brian Lewis says I had to laugh all season to keep them from crying. I know what you mean, bro. Chris Scott Lewis Shakes, thanks for doing this. A lot of fun. Chris, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, bro. You guys are the best. I appreciate you guys coming in. I didn't think anyone's going to come in tonight, but hey, I love you guys. Eagles champ, he's not better than Lawrence. No, he's not better than Lawrence? Oh, hell no. No way. Matthew Edmondson says, I would take Elijah Moore the second if we get cornerback in the first. I would take that as well. David Romero says, with the recent Sam trade, if all playmakers are taken, would the Eagles consider trading down and getting another second? They could, but I don't think I think someone's going to be there at 12. I think it's literally impossible for no one to be there at 12. I think you will get a playmaker at 12, regardless. May not the person that you want, because we all have our picks. We all have our dream pick that we want. And obviously, some hearts will be broken. And then there's some guys like me that are like, I don't care who we get. I just want to get a top guy that's going to make a difference offensive or defensively. It doesn't matter to me. Dex Stewart said, any chance we take Horn at 12? Huge chance we could take Horn at 12. Huge chance. JP Gunning, what's your thoughts on Elijah Moore from Ole Miss? I talked about him earlier. I think he's very twitchy. His route running is fantastic. The way he explodes off the line, I think is probably one of the best I've ever seen, really. Like, his legs, I don't know how a corner is going to guess where Elijah Moore is going on a route. I really don't. I want to see where he lands, and I hope, if he gets drafted late first, I'll be surprised, but he could go early second, definitely. Rich says, I want Devontae Smith. Eagles, I want Bateman. He's underrated. He's going to be a gem. I love Bateman as well. Cole the Bowl says, glad to see you back, man. Appreciate it, dude. I'm glad to be back. Glad to be back with all of you. Shane Rose said, though I wanted Pitts or Chase, at this point I think we should get Horn, Parsons, then Bateman, Marshall, Tony, and Moore. I like Bateman, though. That I agree with 100%. Definitely. You go, if there's no one left, no one available, get a defensive guy, boom. And then there you go. If you're not a Devontae Smith or a Jalen Waddle fan like I am, then yeah, you probably do that. Eagles of Land, congrats on getting out of YouTube purgatory. Welcome back to live streaming. Definitely, bro. Definitely. Much love to you guys, and thank you for supporting, man. Jay Koch, that's my log, trading to 15, picking up a third to package it to move back up in the draft. Rich Lewis said, I watched Super Bowl 52 highlights today. I always watch Super Bowl 52 highlights a lot. I've been watching it a lot, so. AK Eagles 88. So, wait, one bad year by a player automatically makes him a 5th-round pick? Wait, who? Who's a fifth? Who? I don't know who we're talking about. Smart Broly said, I meant for 2022, if Hurts don't pan out, no way Watson plays this season. Watson's not playing at all. I mean, I forgot who said. I think Jalen Ramsey is good friends with him. I'm not sure. But somebody said that he's not playing it down for the Texans. So, Deshaun Watson, I mean. I don't know if one. Look, I think they're going to give Jalen Hurts. you see what Jalen Hurts could do, and really it's really all on Howie Roseman to see what he could do with this offense. I mean, with this draft, and then put up the Nick Sirianni and this coaching staff. Shane Steichen as the offensive coordinator, Brian Johnson as the quarterback coach. There's a lot of good things going on with that. Oh man, I'm really behind, guys. I'm sorry. Philly, the podcast. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Welcome back, brother. Streams weren't the same. I appreciate it, man. I didn't think I made it really a big difference at all. So, hey, if you guys haven't subscribed to Philly, the podcast, let me tell you something. This channel is so elite. Okay, these guys live stream constantly. Like, these guys have content that you could watch probably 24/7. I mean, I don't even do that many videos and that many live streams, okay? And Philly, the podcast, Joe Castro is one of a kind, humble guy. You guys haven't subscribed to Philly, the podcast. You got to go over there and hit that red subscribe button. You really do. They do a fantastic job over there. Much love to Joe Castro and his crew. I'm hoping to get on his channel hopefully soon and do some things with him because I've been dying to get on some other channels. So, man, appreciate everything you do, Joe. Appreciate everything you do. We see what Jamarcus Morrow said. We drafted 3 wide receivers last year. I think we should draft 3 corners this year, to be honest. I'll do the total opposite, right? Yeah, it'd be fantastic. 505 says Malata. I like Jordan Mailata, be the left tackle for the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles Slayer 95. My kids will be in college by the time we draft the linebacker in the first round. Fire 2531 says Eagles need one more solid lineman. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Yo, Cowboy X Factor, what's going on, man? He says, I'm glad to see Shake Squad is back. Appreciate it, bro. I haven't seen you in a while, dude. Much love, man. Big Eyes said 2539 says, will Elijah Holyfield get a real shot? I really hope he does. He had some tape that I ended up saving. I ended up deleting it at the middle of last year, but he had some tape at camp, which he was just making guys miss. He was making the first guy miss every single time he put his hands on the football. I mean, he's a bruiser back that really hasn't had no starting experience. He's been in preseason games. He's been in the league for the past couple years, and, I really want him to get a shot. Jordan Howard is a free agent, so I'm hoping. I don't know if Nick Sirianni wants to use a bruiser back. Are they? You got Jason Huntley. You got Boston Scott coming back. So what are you doing? I mean, obviously, Adrian Killins. I know the track star Adrian Killins from UCF. I mean, they had him working with receivers last year. So there's a lot of cool things to take out of it. So this should be an interesting backfield. Deuce Staley is not here, which really stinks, but it is what it is, and hopefully we get better. Miles Sanders should have had 1,000 yards last year, but didn't, because he barely even had 5 snaps. At least half the season he had 5 snaps or less, and Doug just didn't know how to use him, and it didn't help Carson Wentz any bit when he was there. So Eagles champ said Lurie needs I can't stand owner. I'm sorry, never thought Lurie was a great owner. I think Lurie has taken over. I think there's definitely a power struggle, because I believe that half of that room didn't want Jalen Hurts drafted in the second round. I believe half that room didn't want J.J. Arcega-Whiteside drafted as well. That's what I think. That's just me, though. Brent Dow said we need to be looking at center in this draft at some point. I think we did. Even last year we were looking at Cesar Ruiz from Michigan, and he went to the Saints, and he's a starting guard now. So, there was a lot of interest last year in a center. This year, don't really know. Maybe they'll surprise us. Have no idea. Richard Lair, Sirianni better use Sanders right. He's our best offensive player. Look, between Sirianni, the passing game coordinator, what Brian Johnson could do with his quarterback, between the relationship with the quarterback to the running back, I think we're going to have we're going to see these players to their strengths. We're going to see what they could do to their strengths. I think that's going to be the most important thing. Michael Fox, Giants going to draft Mac Jones. I doubt that. If they draft a quarterback, they'll just make no sense. But it might make sense just because, if Daniel Jones don't pan out, you have another quarterback in the wings. Who's the backup for the Giants anyway? Does anybody know? I have no idea who's the backup. Eagles, I'm sorry. Sell this franchise. Fireman 2531 says Smith seems fluid and reliable. I agree. I don't think he's a bad receiver at all. Eagles champ, Daniel Jones, Mac Jones, they are brothers. Are they? I never knew that. Scooby-Doo, Slater is more versatile than Sewell. Yeah, Slater is good too. I think when you look at the stats, I think that's where it comes out. Because I think Sewell's only given up 2 sacks. No, 1 sack in 2 years. Eliba says, Joey Shake, which player do you like, Parsons or Carmo? A fly will fly. That's hard. I think if you draft Parsons, I just think he's that tone setter. I just think he's that tone setter linebacker you could build around. Not saying that Carmo isn't. I think both are very good. I mean, if there wasn't as many playmakers in this draft, I think Carmo would be a middle first-round pick. I really do. And I like Carmo. I like his attitude. I really like how his comments, what he said about Philadelphia, just the city in general, that you can't survive in Philly if you play horrible. And that is true. I think we've already had an example of that already. JB Gunning, Bateman or Marshall, if they were both available in the second. I don't know. I would have to go Bateman. If Bateman drops to the second, I would have to take Bateman. That's just me, though. I like Terrace Marshall, too. I like Kadarius Toney as well. It's hard, man. I'm so glad I'm not a GM. Eagles Chiefs, Devonta Smith will be a monster. He'll be a number 1. Oh, I think any receiver would be our number 1 coming into this team this year. 100%. Any of them would be that number 1 guy. That's definite. That's definitely definite. Scooby-Doo, we need a receiver over 210, 6'2". And if you want that, you go get Kyle Pitts, if that's what you want. Richie Lair says, knowing the Eagles' injury history, I get nervous about Smith, but I'm 100% sold on him. I am too, 100%. Fireman 2531 says Giants might end up picking him up. He might. They might. I'm afraid. I think I'm afraid the Giants pick more than Cowboys pick because the Cowboys, I think they're going corner. They're going to get Surtain or J.C. Horn. The Giants, different story. A fireman says Cowboys did it last year with Lamb. Yep. Eagles chant. Fireman would shock me if Fire Howie would be my headline. Eagles says Howie will pass on Smith even if he drops to us. I've seen this movie before, and I hope we don't see it again. Malcolm Long says, can you upload a draft reaction video? I have some plans right now. I have some things I'm working on right now for the draft. I don't know what's going on. I'm making some decisions right now on what I'm doing. So, yeah, that's what I'm pretty much doing right now. Justin Hardy says, it's been a while since I've been to your live stream. Always looking forward to your next vid. Appreciate it, man, for the support. Definitely. There is and trust me, there's more videos coming out of the way. I have a big announcement, guys. Huge announcement that everyone's going to love. I love it. I can't say it right now, but you guys will find out. I think this week you guys will find out. That's what I'm hoping. So much appreciate, Justin. Much love for you guys. There is 138 people in the chat, guys. Haven't subscribed to the channel. We cover Eagles news all year long. Many updates, many things are coming. You guys haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Guys haven't hit the like button either. Hit the like button on the live stream. It really does help the channel out a lot. If you guys haven't want to obviously support me more, descriptions and the links are down below as well. So much appreciate everybody being here. Much love to everybody. Philly Fresh, what's going on, man? Yoda, we're welcome back to late night. I don't know if I'm doing late nights anymore. I mean, I used to do streams till 2, 3 in the morning, but I don't think I'm doing that anymore. But man, much appreciated. Hopefully to get together with you very soon. And that's Philly Fresh is another Eagles video maker as well, content creator. If you guys haven't checked his channel out, please check him out. A lot of knowledge of the Philadelphia Eagles, speaks his mind, and now those are the type of guys I do like on here. So go over to Philly Fresh's channel, hit that subscribe button. You will not be unhappy. Dan, what do you want to see from Sirianni this year? I butchered that name and don't care. Sirianni. I want to see what he does with this. Like, I want to see Nick Sirianni use these players to their strengths. That's what I want to see. I want to see an innovative offense that looks like the Colts. That's what I want to see. I want to see what Frank Reich has instilled in Nick Sirianni's mind, being that right-hand man of Frank Reich, and see what he does there. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm hoping for. David Campbell said F the Giants and Dallas will always stink. That's definite. That's definite, guys. Nest out west. What's going on, man? It's a great live streams always. It took forever, but I'm so glad you're back. Hey, I'm glad I'm back, and I'm glad you guys showed up tonight because I thought I'd be talking to myself tonight, but I didn't want that to happen. But hey, much appreciated, bro. Much appreciated. Eagles Slayer, so don't be surprised if we trade Cox next year. Anything could happen at this point. And I'm telling you right now, if you're going to trade a player, you trade him when he still has some years left. That's the problem with this team. We're trading like a Zach Ertz that's just like, He's still could be good on a loaded roster, yeah, but with us definitely not. And for someone to pay him a lot of money, it's a whole different story. I mean, Fletcher Cox is $23 million cap. I mean, his cap hit is $23 million. $23 million. It's a lot of money, and it's like when Fletcher Cox is in there by himself, like. I think he's better against the run than he is against the pass. Guys, Fletcher Cox didn't do anything the first 4 or 5 games. Why is there always at times where Fletcher Cox disappears from games? And then when Fletcher Cox isn't there, then it's just like when Fletcher Cox ain't there, Javon Hargrave comes in, Malik Jackson comes in the game, and it's like you still can't get pressure. 4 years, $39 million for Javon Hargrave. That has promised us that he had an Instagram thing a couple of months ago, and he's promised us that we haven't seen nothing yet from him. Well, I hope so. Love Mike. To me, Josh Sweat shows more potential than Derek Barnett. 100%. Derek Barnett. Look, Derek Barnett has been hurt nonstop. A good 2017 year. 2018 was pretty good. And then he just dropped from there. Injuries nonstop. He went to a camp last offseason in Tennessee, a defensive line program, and he came out and wanted to be worth that first round pick. He's playing like a third round pick right now, guys. I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, Derek Barnett is not a 14th overall pick for the Eagles. He's not a early first round. He's really not. He's really not that guy we drafted, and I want to see more. I hope they do. He's making $10 million. Why didn't they extend Derek Barnett? At least extend him to lessen the cap hit. Derek Barnett's getting paid $10 million this year for what? Like what? Why? Like that's why I get confused sometimes. Fireman 2531. What's going on, man? Eagles champ. Eagles to Colts for 9th. Benny Boom said, with Kelsey hanging up after the season, should they be looking for his replacement later? I think they should. They have to. They have to. Bleeding Green said, linebacker, cornerback at 12, moving back up in the end of the first and get a wide receiver unless Pitt somehow not happening falls to 9. Then we trade with the Panthers. I agree with getting a linebacker. I agree with getting the top defensive player, any top defensive player at 12. If really there's no one on the board, and you know, if Jalen Waddle and Devontae Smith were on the board and they picked a defensive guy, I wouldn't mind it. You know, I'd be like, we could have gotten any of those other guys, but it would be hard. But I don't know. And you could move if you want to trade up with the Panthers. I don't know how much it's going to cost to do it. That's why moving in the top 10 is. You know, we're not right there anymore. So I mean, we're close, but we're not right there. So depending on what you have to give up is going to be the big question. Malcolm Long, thoughts on Rashawn Slater? I think Slater's fantastic. I mean, where do you think Slater is going to get drafted? That's the question too. I mean, a late first to an early second. I want to see where he ends up and see what kind of position he gets into with whatever roster he ends up on. So we'll see what happens. A lot of people are saying he's better. I mean, Rashawn Slater is just better than some of the other top guys. Eagles champ said the dude was threatening to be up. I remember. Shane Rose, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hey, Shane, thanks for the support, man. Like and subscribe to the channel, guys, if you guys have not. Really does help out. Trust me. Eagles champ. You're not a fan of Marshall? Rashad Bateman. A lot of people like him. I see why. Trust me. Matthew Walsh says, what kind of offensive scheme do you think Sirianni and Steichen will run with Hurts? I'm particularly interested to see if they decide to incorporate some aspects of the air raid offense. I think there's going to be some read option. I think there's going to be more of, because look, like, you have to go with the strengths of Jalen Hurts, which is read option and, keeping him in the pocket using his arm. I don't want them to force him throwing from the pocket, you know what I mean? But he's got to do it. He really has no choice. He can't do read option every single play. He can't fake if he's going to the running back, or he's going to keep it for himself. But a lot of shotgun, but I like to see him under center as well. I mean, I think he's got some strengths there, but they got to use these players to their strengths, man. And with Jalen Hurts, you can't change who he is. Like, there's a certain type of skill set he has, and you have to let him use it at the end of the day. So, Danny Cormer says, can someone explain how Carolina getting Darnold is going to help the Eagles? I heard the rumor that, but they was projected to take QB, so I don't know why it's going to help. It's going to help us, Danny, because 4 quarterbacks are going to be taken. That's why. 4 quarterbacks are taken already. And Penny Sewell is going to be on the board for a team. Someone's going to take him before our pick. So really, yeah, there's a huge shot the Eagles get a playmaker. Somebody is dropping to the Eagles 100%. 100%. That's why it helps us. Nicholas Stone, I think low-light videos should be just as important as highlight videos. Oh, 100%. 100%. Like, look, I like watching highlights because they're more entertaining, but at the same time, I like watching the videos of full games, but watching every rep from that receiver that the ball was thrown to him. That's what, or any player, regardless of position. But if you look at receiver, obviously, or any position, I like watching full games, but every rep that was, that they made a play or they got into the backfield or they made a catch, something like that. Justin, last month mock draft was all about Chase and later Pitts. Now with the 12th, I've been hearing Parsons or Horn no longer Surtain. Yeah, I watched I think the last two, Todd McShay. I think I watched a couple guys the past couple days. I've seen J.C. Horn. I've seen Parsons at 12. I've seen Waddle at 12. I've seen probably those three. I've seen more Parsons and J.C. Horn at 12 more than any other player. Parsons or J.C. Horn I've seen at 12. Scooby-Doo said Farley dropped because of his injury. I forgot he's been injured as well. Appreciate it, Scoob. Bleeding Green said, I want a running back in the third, fourth, like Kylan Hill running the ball hurts and helps the D. We're going to have a lot of, if we draft a running back, we're going to have a lot of running backs on this roster. I mean, there's a lot already right now. I don't know if they're going to use a bruiser back this year. Is Boston Scott just going to be special teams? Like, I don't like Boston Scott on kick returns. I don't know why. I think it's been very weak. But, hey, it is what it is. Scooby-Doo, Gannon like big corners, and that's a good thing. And you know what? Good about Jonathan Gannon, he was a corners coach for the Colts, and he's developed corners very nicely. And I think what I like about it on top of it is even you look at Xavier Rhodes, he got that big contract from the Vikings. He played like 2 horrible seasons, then finally goes to the Colts and kind of revamps his career. And now he just signed just another 1-year deal with the Colts as well. So good for him, you know what I mean? And he's 31 years old going into the season, so. Cavalier Fromage says, I went to college at Sirianni. He was on my floor freshman year. He was a good guy, but he would carry around a huge bottle of ketchup and drink it. He said that it would help him stay young. What? All right. That's some facts I didn't know. We need to ask Sirianni that. Richie Lair said, we got Richard Rodgers to back Goddard. Did we get him? I don't know. He signed a 1-year deal last year, so I don't know if he's still on the roster. Andre Moses says, trade Zach Ertz to re-sign Richard Rodgers. I wouldn't mind Richard Rodgers coming back. He's very productive. He is. I mean, he came in last year, and he did some good things last year. He really did. David D says, Joey, you make my day. Every day you post a video, got a few people to subscribe to you, and you're a great guy. Love your content. Keep killing it. David, really appreciate the support and telling people about the channel. I really do appreciate it. But, I like hearing that it makes their day to hear news or just to, kind of get their minds off things too, because it gets my mind off things by making videos as well. So trust me. I mean, everybody's got their issues. Everybody's got their life. Everybody's got problems. And it's nice to get away from them by doing things you like to do. And I do appreciate you like watching the channel, and the support's been unreal. So Devin, really appreciate it. Much appreciated. Jamarcus Morris said, we are sleeping heavily on Hakeem Butler. I just need to see him do something. I think he had that one throw to the back of the end zone that he couldn't catch. I forgot what. He had like that one rep he got thrown to, I think, in the back of the end zone last year, whatever it was. I hope to see more from him. I hope to see more from him. Matthew Walsh, my ideal scenario for the 2 first rounds of the draft would be Smith, Waddle at 12, Zevin Collins, and Asante Samuel at 37. That makes sense too. Eagles champ, Zach Crybaby, overrated Ertz. Lamar Jackson's garbage. Marquise Brown needs QB who could throw. The truth. What's going on, man? What up, my guy? Eagles champ, he is going to be a monster. Then it's out west. With Philly Foothill says, Joey 62, the man, the myth, the legend. No, I am not. I just make videos. I just do what I like to do, and that's it, man. That's all I like to do. Eagles champ, no, they want Zach Wilson. Probably not true, bro. Probably not true. Whether Rappaport said it or not, it's a smokescreen. I don't think going to the third overall pick was anything close for them wanting Zach Wilson. I don't even believe it. Okay. Gotta check you. Justin Hurd says you prefer Surtain or Horn. Last month, Surtain supposedly the better corner. I don't think Surtain's better than Horn. I think Horn is better. I think Horn can cover those really Tyreek Hill type receivers downfield because of his size and what he could do. Just how he is as a corner and just the length of him. I think because of how much worth he has more because of his size and what he could do with those twitchy receivers going downfield. And trust me, it doesn't make me not like Surtain. I like Surtain. I think he's a little grabby. I've seen a lot of tape on him where he grabs a little bit. And then the great thing about Surtain, like he runs the route of the receiver. Like it looks like the quarterback is actually throwing to Surtain as being the receiver. I mean, he knows the route tree like crazy. He studies receivers very well. I just like Horn. I like Horn a lot more than Surtain. That's just me, though. Richard Lewis said Greg Ward is the best QB on our roster. That is funny. Jose Lewis says you don't know anything. I guess not. Hater. The Nest Out West. I think we end up drafting Waddle at 12. Not thrilled with that pick. We need defense more. I know Philly Foothills has been wanting defense a lot more about making sense. Between all the receivers we have, we don't have that tone setter, that guy. But unfortunately, it's because the Eagles haven't given these young guys a chance. With these receivers, Hightower, Quez Watkins, I just need to see a lot more. And it's because of the Eagles, they don't. This is why we keep restructuring old contracts with old players. This is why we draft bad, because they're not giving these young guys chances. But every single year at the end of the year, we always find that stud. We always find that guy, that gem that just comes out of the haystack and says, hey, I'm here to play. And we're like, whoa, where did this guy come from? And then all of a sudden, guys like Travis Fulgham, guys like Jordan Mailata, they get benched because they have that veteran favoritism, and that's what they have done. Unfortunately, that's what they have done, and that's what happens. So, it's unfortunate. It stinks. It's horrible. I hate them when they do that. Okay? But what's going on? Inferno Productions as the new member to the Shake Squad Army, dude. Appreciate it, man. You're going to love it here. Much appreciated, dude. Thanks for the support. We are not done, man. The content is flowing. Live streams are back. Thank God. I needed this today. Making a video sometimes isn't enough. Like, I got to talk to somebody. You know what I mean? And I think this is perfect. Alex Smith says, love the vids. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it, man. Eagles champs, Scary Terry from Florida State. Hope we get him. I would cry on the floor. Michael Fox, fire Howie. No, do not make me the GM. No. I wouldn't even want that job. I really wouldn't, because every move you do, you're going to make someone unhappy. But that's how everything is. Every decision you make, it always makes somebody unhappy. Like, especially on the internet, it's everything you say. Not everyone's going to agree with it. You know what I mean? So that's how it is, man. That's how it is. We got a super chat from Philly, the Philly Talk podcast. Sorry, I'm just saying Philly the podcast, and I see that name, so I get my tongue twister. Philly Talk podcast. What's going on, man? He's Fly Eagles Fly, bro. If you guys haven't checked out Philly Mike and his channel, he's about to reach 10,000 subscribers really soon. Guy deserves it. Guy works his tail off. You guys haven't subscribed to his channel, please subscribe to his channel. Really much appreciated, man, for coming in. First live stream of the day, so much appreciated, bro. Much appreciated. Support's been unreal from everybody, guys. StreamYard has got to stop doing this because I'm missing. Oh wait, no, I'm not. Hold on. This is because when I read a super chat, this is what happens. I have to go back up and see where I left off. J17, are you going to do a mock draft? Yes, I am. I got a couple in the works right now. I'm just deciding when to upload them. So I have 2 mock drafts already ready, and I had to change them because of the trades and what's been going on. So I had to change them a little bit. Tyler Chris says Mr. Bateman is underrated. Oh, definitely. Love him. Eagle Slayer Fletcher needs to take a pay cut. I want Fletcher to take a pay cut seriously. Like, I really do. Fletch has been really annoying me. He has. Why does he disappear for so many games? And then when he gets hurt, we're done. And this is why we have to upgrade our secondary, because we can't rely on a pass rush anymore. When losing Malcolm Jenkins was the final piece of like anything this defense was going to have. Rodney McLeod had a good year last year on a really bad defense, but when you talk about this defensive line, they need to stop giving these guys big contracts. I mean, they need to develop better talent on the defensive line. I think Josh Sweat is outperforming most of the guys. Brandon Graham is I think is playing well. So, I think he's worth the money that he's getting on a pay cut, obviously. I mean, $16 million, it may seem like a lot, it is, but, he probably could have got more money. And Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave are two guys that are making a lot of money, and they better step up this year. They really better. I'm not happy with it right now. Andre Mo says Khalil Tate now Eagles third string quarterback. Khalil Tate was very interesting last year when he came to the team. What was he, a tight end? I forgot what or he was they were turning him into a tight end. I forgot what they were doing with him, but I really did like his tape. I like his tape. Like, he could run. This guy could run, and he's physical. He can go through tackles. He could do a lot of cool things. So. We got a super chat from Inferno Productions. What's going on, man? So, what's good, Joey? Been a subscriber for a while, but really like the content you've been pushing out lately. Really pumped for the season. Dude, fly goes fly to you too, man. I am. As much as people are negative about the season, like if we're not a contender, if we don't win the division, if we just win 6 games this year, I'm always excited about the season regardless. I mean, there are people out there who are like, oh, I have no passion. How am I supposed to be excited for this team? I can't stand people that are like that. I just can't stand it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always excited every single year. It's not because I do it on YouTube. It's not because I have to keep the content up on YouTube. It's because I absolutely love football season every year regardless. And I always get excited every year, and I get mad about things during the year. It's going to happen this year. Don't trust me. Do I think everything's going to be perfect in 2021? No, but, I really enjoy, following this team and being a fan of this team for as long as I have, and it's been incredible. And I have you guys to be with me during this whole thing, which is great. I'm trying to find my spot. This is why I can't deal with this anymore. Okay, Philly Podcast says, thank you so much, man. Means a lot. Happy to call you a friend. Definitely, man. Me and Joe are like this. Me and Joe Castro are like this. So trust me. J17, welcome back, Joey. Well, thank you for coming back to the stream. Much appreciated, man. Joe Espino, just like you said, Joey, anything in the draft could happen as long as Howie doesn't mess it up this year. Also, I hope you're doing okay after what happened to that so-called friend who backstabbed you. Yeah, I'm way past it, bro. I'm good. I'm all good, man. I'm way past that. I've been past it since the day after I made that video, so appreciate you, man. Ollie Frank, thoughts on Tutu as well in the third round? I really don't know. I haven't really watched too much tape on him. I haven't watched too much tape on him. I know a few guys that do videos have done. I have to watch more film on him, but I don't know if they're going to be doubling down on two positions. I don't know if they're going to be double down on linebacker or double down or maybe at least draft a safety. I know that sounds weird because we just signed a safety at free agency, and you have Rodney McLeod coming back. Kevon Wallace does too much of this. I can't stand. I hope Kevon Wallace gets his chance this year, so we at least know what he can do. J2CXLD says, how do you feel about J.C. Horn? Love it. Big corner, could follow those twitchy, fast receivers downfield. I like him better than Surtain. Always have. Brody, what's going on, man? Richie Lillard said, when you'll announce the big news? The big news will come out, I'm hoping, in a day or two. I mean, that's what I'm hoping. This week, definitely. Justin Argard said, last month Surtain was supposedly the better corner over Horn till now. Who do you prefer? J.C. Horn, man. Eagles saying, I want Micah Parsons. We need a linebacker who can make difference. Look at Chase Young. I know. Trust me. Parsons would be fantastic. If we drafted Parsons, I'd be surprised. Like I said earlier this stream, I'd be surprised, but I'd be very satisfied, and you could build around him, and I would be so happy. Motan. Eagles need to draft cornerback Newsome from Northwestern. Yeah, I think that's another guy you could draft. I think that's well in reach for the Eagles at 37. If they don't move up to get anybody, I think he'd be well in reach in the second round. I think it'd be a very good prospect for us. I think he'd be a very good quarter for us, very productive. So Tyler Volnang says, I packaged one out second, Dillard to move back to the first, like in the 20s if Jock is still there. I don't know if Dillard has any value. That's the problem I'm having. Does he even have any value at this point? I mean, and that's the Eagles' fault. That's Howie Roseman's fault. That's the front office and the coaching staff, what they were doing. Like, I mean, I understand that he got hurt this past year, but Dillard, like, why would you draft him in the first round and just redshirt him? And then you start him for 3 games? And you put him at right tackle for 1 game, like that's not fair to him. I mean, really, like I think that how they handled that, not just his situation, but other people's situations as well. Andre Dillard really hasn't had a fair chance, you know what I mean? But whoever's going to beat you is going to beat you. And Jordan Mailata, 6'8", 350 pounds, like this guy could be unstoppable for the next decade and a half. I'm not even kidding. I'm really not. Eagles have different positions, but I want same mindset. We need tone setters. 100%. I agree with that. We need that guy that's going to change we need a guy that understands the city, that understands the fans, unlike some QBs that we just got rid of. We need that guy that's going to change the culture. And I think there are guys in this draft that can change the culture. I want someone to look at this Eagles offense and say, oh, God, Jalen Hurts and whoever. Like, oh, man, them two. You got to watch out for them two. Like, I want them to be known like we used to be known. Like, look at that QB and that wide receiver. Be like, oh, man, you got to watch out for that connection. Like, that's what I want. That's what I want. You know what I mean? We haven't had that. Michael Fox, we're going to draft someone we're not even talking about, just like the past 2 years. But if we don't draft a playmaker, fire Howie. Make Joey the GM. I hate, you know what? You know what makes me mad, Michael? What makes me mad is when especially content creators that make all that talk about like all these guys that we're so interested in. It seems like we're smarter, or even typers, people, even you guys that support all these channels. Like, we talk about the draft and we know what makes sense, but when they draft somebody, it makes no sense. And these guys get paid thousands, millions. I mean, you never know at this point, depending on who it is, but they get paid a lot of money to do this job, and it seems like we have more common sense. Eagles fan, Michael Marcus Smith, twin brother. Jamarcus Monroe, why can't we trade Andre Dillard to the Chiefs for like a 4th? Aren't they tackle desperate? I thought they signed 2 offensive linemen. I could be wrong. I thought they signed a couple guys, or at least one guy at least. Maybe they're missing another tackle right now, so I'm not really sure at this point what they're doing. I tried getting Dillard for a 4th, maybe a 5th. Eagle Slayer, for exactly, bro. This guy gets it. Eagle Stamp, Jamarcus, Andre Dillard to Chiefs. Bobby Murphy, Mike Glennon is the Giants' backup. I totally forgot, dude. Hey, Bobby, appreciate it, man. Because I had no idea. Wasn't Glennon like with the Tampa Bay when Lovie Smith was the head coach? I mean, Glennon has been a backup quarterback, but not a successful one. Scoop-Doo, Creed Humphrey, the center from OU, played with Hurts. He will go in the 2nd. Oh, I haven't heard him at all. Trust me. I haven't, and I didn't follow the Sooners, obviously, for college football. So you know better than me, bro. Tresmond says Greg Newsome, cornerback, Northwestern. 2nd round, down for it, man. Jamarcus Monroe, why not? Bo, then I want a cornerback at the 12th pick. A lot of people want a cornerback with the 12th pick. Really, a lot of people do. Eagles time, I had a dream we drafted both Michael Parsons, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, and woke up sad. How cool would that be? Yeah, 2 linebackers. It's already enough for stressing out drafting 1 linebacker, but 2. Oh, man, you'd be set for years. Matthew Wallace, for love of God, please give Miles Sanders more carries this season. I don't want Hurts throwing the ball 40, 50 times. Yeah, they really have to. I'm telling you right now, this offensive line, if they stay healthy, and what Miles Sanders could do on the field for you is just absolutely amazing. He would have had 1,000 yards last year. It would have happened, guys. He would have had it, but Doug didn't know how to balance out the pass and the run game. It's just he couldn't do it. He needs more of a chance. J2CXLD said, how would you feel about Asante Samuel Jr. in the second round? I love him, but does he fit the scheme? I think it's been like a scheme thing with Asante Samuel Jr., so I like him. I think he could be as good as his father is, trust me, but see if he fits the system. Brody, Waddle or Smith? I like Jalen Waddle. That's just me, bro. But if we took Devontae Smith, I'd love it. It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. I just like Waddle better, but I love Devontae Smith as well. Eagle Slayer 95. Core had to grow up for PA area with that alpha attitude. I love it. He might, maybe he has, or he grew up somewhere else that's kind of Philly-like, you know what I mean? So you never know at this point, you know what I mean? But I did like his attitude that you don't survive in Philly if you don't play well. As a player, yeah, that's definitely true, man. Nest out west, Philly Foothill says Parsons going to be the next Urlacher, Ray Lewis hybrid. He looks like it. He looks like it. You could build around him instantly. Cameron Holmes, are you going to do a mock draft sim? A simulation? I don't know, but I know I'm going to have mock draft videos out. A simulation. Maybe I'll do the sim with a couple of people in the stream, definitely. Eagle Champ, Giants get Devontae Smith along with Barkley Galladay. I'm finding Howie Roseman. I'm tying him back to the garbage truck where he belongs. Oh, man, you hate him so much. I hope you love this draft. I hope everybody does. Eagle Star 95. Seriously, Joey, it wasn't the same without you. Glad you're back, bro. Hey, dude, I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it. A lot of people have been saying that, which I don't know what I bring to the table, but I do appreciate it, man. Marcus Spikes, I want a linebacker, corner, or wide out first round. 100%. I think that's where we're going. Marquette, I think that's where we're going. Ronald Sherrod, what's up, Joey? I'm scared and excited at the same time. Maybe Howie will surprise us. Dude, being scared and excited is normal. And if you're not scared and excited, then I don't know what to tell you. Then I don't know how you could be a fan of this team if you're never scared and excited at the same time. So you're feeling perfectly normal, Ronald, so trust me. Sandy Singh says, we don't look like the Colts get it out of their minds, people, as long as we have Howie, we will stink. And this is Howie Roseman's last year. This draft, I'd say it's towards his job, and Nick Sirianni has to carry out what he does. If I swear on life, if we get a guy in the first round that I have never even heard of, you can't even mess this draft up. It's crazy. My speculation of Howie Roseman is pretty much, I think Jeffrey Lurie has gotten his way. Power struggle. I think Jeffrey Lurie has picked some of these picks the past couple of years. I think he has, 100%. That's what I get out of it. AB3, crazy how people want to trip on Devontae's size, yet if he was 15 pounds heavier, he'd be the number one guy. Once he get into the health and training program at the NFL, he'll become growth man. Yeah, I think, you know what, with a lot of these guys, even like with Hollywood Brown that came to the league, and I said the same thing about Hollywood Brown, like everyone's worried about his weight as well, but I think because obviously, the professionals, health-wise, they'll be like, okay, he gained some weight. I think Devontae Smith is 170 pounds now. I think he was 163. I think he got up to 170. I could be wrong, but that's what I read. So we'll see what happens. Or no, Kami said, I'm thinking about making my own Philly channel. It just looks fun to me. It's awesome, dude. If you have a passion for it, definitely do it. If you feel like you don't want to type anymore and you just want to go out and make videos, dude, just do it. Trust me, that's what I did. Like I'm an Eagles fan in New York, so there's no Eagles fans near me. Obviously, I'm usually around Jet or Giant fans. So this is just something I wanted to do, but obviously I didn't know it would turn out the way it did. I just wanted to talk to people, and that was it. But dude, just do it. Brody, with Howie, who knows who we're going to pick? That's true. Mark Chacon said, you think we can actually trade back to the first with the second and Ertz? With Ertz, I don't know how much value he has. Like, what are teams looking at him like? You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be a team that is in dire need of a tight end, but not even just that. He really needs to – I don't think you need Ertz to trade back to the first anyway. I don't think you even need it. The Nest Out West says, Watt says, we're Salt Case stacking up. I want nothing to do with him. Great talent, but too much of a liability. Jamal Mars says, salute to the Shake Squad. Flagels fly. Appreciate it, Jamal. Much appreciated, man. Matt Week says, Cox Buddy should have been cut down from what we paying him. He's not worth what we pay. Yeah, I'm like, I look at guys in this league that are like, even, just guys in this league, like, Aaron Donald is just a beast. I look at Fletcher Cox. It's like sometimes he disappears from games. Then people are complaining because he gets double teamed. I'm like, he should be beating double teams. Like he should be beating double teams. You know what I mean? And you have to pay another guy at top money next to him that's didn't even produce. Like I'm giving Javon Hargrave another chance because he got injured. I don't know why Howie Roseman would give a 4-year, $39 million contract to another defensive tackle. Okay. That had to change from a 3-4 scheme to a 4-3. Yeah, I just don't get the match. I just don't like. I was really surprised by that. Javon Hargrave coming here. I was really surprised. Like he just paid Malik Jackson. He paid Malik Jackson 3 years, $30 million, and then you pay a guy 4 years, $39 million. I don't get the logic in that and what you're doing. You know what I mean? Brody, I want Parsons. Matthew Walsh says, if I'm an NFL GM, I wouldn't touch Deshaun Watson with a 10-foot pole. Logan Montero, I want Devontae. J17, are you going to do a mock draft? I am going to. I have dropped mock draft videos. I will probably be putting those out soon. Tyler Christian, Mr. Bateman is underrated. Definitely. Eagle Slayer says Fletcher needs to take a pay cut. He definitely does. Andre Khalil Tate, now Eagles third string quarterback. Mark Jarrett, you think Eagles would actually trade it back into the first later? I really hope they do, but I just have a feeling they won't do it. Double R1017 says, if Hurts is good next season, we draft Devonta Smith in corner with our second pick, then the Eagles are set. 3 first-round picks to build around Hurts next season, and we will have cap room. Yes. If Hurts works out in 2021, you draft some good players. You find those building blocks for 2021. Go into 2022 with some cap space. Could spend a little bit of money. Maybe just have some fun a little bit. And then you get 3 first-round picks if Carson Wentz obviously plays his 75% of the snaps, doesn't get hurt, doesn't get injured, because I'm telling you right now, he's not getting benched. He's not getting in that situation. And could actually play well, so you never know at this point. You could potentially have 2 firsts and 2 seconds or 3 first-round picks for 2022. Very exciting. And if they fire Howie Roseman after this year and say we're done and a new GM comes in here, then, hey, you never know what could happen. I just hope if another GM does come in the room after this year, if it does happen, that he doesn't – obviously, if Jalen Hurts has a good year and obviously if he doesn't think – sometimes GMs, they rechange everything and they get rid of players that are productive, and I can't stand when GMs do that, but we'll see what happens. Marcus Monroe, Kylie Hill is a baller. Eagles Slayer 95. Who are the big corners? Who are some big corners in the draft? I mean, other than you got Newsome, you got Surtain, J.C. Horn, Asante Samuel Jr., a few other guys. I mean, it goes really deep. I mean, if you want the top 2 guys is J.C. Horn and Surtain. So, in my opinion, that's who the top 2 guys are. Andre Mo says Eagles can draft Najee Harris if he's available, but not too early or not at all. Kylan Hill, that's who you meant. Okay. Marcos Garcia says, do a mock draft. I will, bro. Trust me. Adam Kravitz says, Micah Parsons is the best player of the draft. Daniel Dennis says, Horn, most overrated player in this draft. I don't think so. Tucker says, JC Horn a trash talker? If he is, that's a bonus. I actually don't know. That's probably one thing I don't know. Daniel Dennis says he only clamped one player, and that's Seth Williams. Eagle, sorry, I said it once. I'll say it again for the 100th time. BPA period. Show enough 215. Parsons is not the best player of the draft. Parsons? No, I don't think he's the best player of the draft, but it depends what the board looks like, bro. Depends what the board looks like. Carlos Reyes Garcia, I prefer Horn at 12th. 76ers 4311 says, you think we make another move? I'm looking for a veteran cornerback to be signed. Other than that, that's really all I'm looking for right now. David Campbell said, Joey, you were awesome. Really liked what you said to Devin. Of course, man. The support's been unreal, and I like that. If there are people out there that I make their day or make them happy just watching videos, there's guys that are at work and they listen to me all day. You know what I mean? Because they're at work and if they just want like a live stream or just watching videos, I'm glad that I could do that for somebody. Richie Lair says, should we get Casey Hayward? I'm not sure about that. I think they should just save whatever money they get. Go get a veteran corner if they have to, and let's go all in for the draft, man. I don't think Casey Hayward fits our scheme. I don't think he fits our scheme. Casey Hayward was with the Chargers, right? I read he got released a while ago. Joe Vegas said Quez Watkins is our sleeper. He will be awesome if they let him play. And I think he will too. I think we'll be surprised. Eagles fan, I want Devon Smith if we can get Chase, but I want linebacker, not Marcus Smith or garbage fifth round small linebacker. We need Parsons or Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. I believe it. What do you think of Zevin Collins? I think Zevin Collins is a good player, Jet Cole. I think he's great, but I would really just go for the other top guys at this point. I wouldn't even really pick him. I think they have a good chance to get a couple other guys. Like I said, it's just all about how the draft board goes. Demarcus Monroe says if Doug wouldn't haven't benched Jalen, we would have won that game. Would have the 9th pick. Do you also think we trade back at the 9th pick? I think they either would have stayed at 9 or they would have still moved back a few picks. I think maybe if they had the 9th pick and we won that game, they probably would have stayed there. If not try to move up and fail at doing it, they probably would have stayed there. So that's what I think. Game of course says if Horn and Parsons are both at 12, who do you take? I'm taking J.C. Horn. Hands down. Eagles 7-5. I need to win the lottery so I could buy this franchise already. Oh, I don't think there's a lottery ticket that's going to be that expensive, bro. Trust me. Todd Joe says, who do you think a monster trade for Russell Wilson is still a possibility? I think Watson is unlikely with his charges. I'm telling you right now, if you trade for Russell Wilson, it's going to cost like $4. If this was like 2016, before Carson Wentz even came to the picture, I would have traded for Russell Wilson. But because of that, just because of what is he? Russell Wilson's like 30 now. Don't know how long he's going to play, and it's not a future decade and a half piece. I just don't. I don't think it's even worth it. It's not worth giving up your future for a quarterback. You need weapons at the end of the day, and yeah. Landon Herb says Micah Parsons with the first pick and Terrace Marshall Jr. with the second. I like it. Big D, I've had up to here with these internet marks who are never happy about anything. No one's happy, bro. No one's ever happy. Eagles fan, what if 49ers go wide receiver, take Ja'Marr Chase to help Jimmy Garoppolo? Who knows? Just weird, no rumors. 49ers actually shopping Jimmy. Well, if that's the case, they're getting quarterback, dude. I have them getting a quarterback. They're going to get a quarterback. Michael Fox, we're going to draft someone we're not even thinking about. Just the past 2 years, if we don't draft playmaker, we're in deep. Big D said Brandon Graham is Brandon Graham. That's it. Michael Fox, trouble. Rich Lair, what do you think would be better, Jock at 12 and Terrace Marshall at 32, or Smith at 12 and a corner in the second? I like Smith at 12 and a corner in the second. That's what I like. Eagle Slayer, I'm pumped, but I'm not at the same time. Because you're protecting your heart. That's why. Big D said, about time I see somebody positive. If you have no passion, why watch? Exactly. Greg McQuaid said the Eagles will win 8 or more. This will be pleasantly surprising season like the last 2. If they win 8 games, I'll be surprised. I will. It really, guys, the Eagles could come out swinging this season. I mean, you never know. You really don't know. But this draft is our season. It really is in a lot of ways. Chase makes a lot of sense for the 49ers and tried getting Ruggs or Lamb. Jerry Jeudy could get top wide receiver, may go defense. Micah Parsons could be 49ers pick. Very tricky team, remember, last year. Yeah, but because of their quarterback situation, I don't know if that's even the case anymore. Like, if they go another position, I don't think they would go up to 3rd overall for nothing like that. You know what I mean? Big D, I'm always 50-50 going to the season because I go in with an open mind. Exactly. Jamarcus Monroe says it's the NFC East. Ain't no one going to run away with this division. Well, yeah. I mean, really, from how we look right now, and this is before the draft, I mean, this could be a last-place team this year. I mean, Washington is pretty much a quarterback away from doing anything right now. The Giants, it's really up to Daniel Jones. The pressure's on him. Dak Prescott back with the Cowboys is huge. Is definitely huge, and they have one of the best wide receiver groups in the NFL, and their defense is it's pretty good. It's going to get better from this draft. So it's going to be a tough pill to swallow where we're going to end up, but I'm hoping that we fight back and we surprise teams this year. Jeremiah Butler said he's back. What's going on, man? Eagles fan watch football team needs one more piece. QB. That's it. Tucker J.C. Horn is the same size as Ramsey, and that's great. Eagle Slayer. Kavon's got a Jalen Ramsey mouth. That's a bad look. Yeah, but at least Jalen Ramsey could back it up. That's the difference. But we're gonna give Kavon Wallace a chance this year, and he didn't really have he looked bad last year, but he came in on some injuries and he played special teams. So Todd Christian, if he talks trash, he has to play well. Big D, I would love Parsons, but we'll be our usual stubborn selves with drafting a linebacker first round. If they did it, I'd be trust me, I would have no problem with it. BLSGCS, sir. We live streaming back on the actual Joey Shakes 32 YouTube channel. Definitely, man. Definitely. Big D, if we trade Lane Johnson, I will flip. Malcolm Long says, who do you want for our first 3 picks? I don't know. I would love for them to trade for somebody. I would love them for at least one of those first-round picks can be for a trade next year, like trade for a good player next year. And then those 2 second-rounders, you could play with them during the draft or something. I mean, next year. It's kind of early to determine that, but you can use one of those first-round picks. You got Miami's first-round pick as well, so you can use a pick to move up in this draft, or you could do some damage with some of these picks we have to make this team a lot better. That's definite. We got a super chat for Freeman Luma. Says, hey, bro, what do you think Jalen Hurts needs to do to keep the job going forward after the season? He's just got to do himself, man. He's just got to do the same thing he's been doing. I mean, really going into this year, this offseason, he's been working his tail off. Whether he's a success or a failure, I just want the guy to have a chance at the end of the day. I really hope that he shuts everybody up, because every NFL writer, everybody that's on NFL Network, and when I watch TV, and everyone is just... It's everyone is crapping on him, and I hope he proves everybody wrong. I mean, there's people out there that have watched the Sooners, for years and think he's not going to be anything, that he's not going to be a pocket passer. He needs to run the ball all the time. I hope he just shuts everybody up. I really hope he does, but and I think if he works out this year, he's going to do the same thing he does: get chemistry with the receivers, make sure offensively he's doing good with his, with everybody, and I think we'll be in good hands. I really hope he works out, and if he doesn't, guys, he doesn't. I mean, that's the name of the game. It's a gamble we're taking, but we might be grateful. I mean, I think regardless of Jalen Hurts being a success or a failure, we're always going to hate that second round pick. I think regardless of when he was drafted, we're going to hate it. Let's go. So appreciate it. Free bad Luba. Much appreciated. Let me find my spot here. Big T, what's going on, man? Joey came a little bit late. Happy to see you're back on the channel, man. I definitely need to pick your brain soon, regardless of the birds. Got to hop on another viewer call soon. We will have another call in soon. We will have another one. Obviously, guys, StreamYard, I haven't upgraded StreamYard. I actually degraded StreamYard, so I wasn't paying for the upgraded version of it, so I don't have all these overlays and stuff yet. But yeah, we will have another call in soon, definitely. I'm going to have some people on the channel as well, so... Big DC Sanders would have easily gotten 1,200. Probably. He would have had 1,000 easily. David Campbell, I agree. Love Jordan Mailata. Big D. But Doug always tried to force square peg into a round hole. You always say that quote. But it makes so much sense, though. Danielle Belfield says, I hope we're done with the injuries. Welcome back. Appreciate it, Daniel. And we've changed the medical staff, 3 years in a row? I mean, we're going to make this 4 years already. Crazy. RH Gaming Vlog says trade back to the first round for Marshall. I'd do it. I'm all in for picking at 12 and trading back in the first. That's definite. I like the LSU guys that chases wingman. Definitely. Terrace Marshall, man. Eagles champ. Hassan Samuel Jr. would fit in Jim Schwartz's system like he would be another Mills Darby. I'm so glad Jim Schwartz. Dude, you know what? I went into the season, at the end of the season, I was like, I really, if Jim Schwartz is still here, I really wouldn't mind it. But after he left, I was like, you know what? I'm glad he's gone, because he's defended way too many people. You know, he's defended way too many guys. Can't stand it. Nathan Gary for weeks. Like, he was like the Doug Peterson, but he was on defense. Like, he was defending like the same guy that's been messing up every single game at linebacker. Thank God he did, his ACL, whatever injury he had. Thank God he was out the rest of the year. Thank God. Thank God. We got a super chat from the great one, the legend, the man himself, Philly 500. Much appreciated, bro. He says, glad you're back streaming, my man. You deserve it. I want to pick at 12 like Smith, Waddle, or Horn. Then I trade up for Jock. I must have Jock unless I can get up for Pitts at around 7 or 8. Like I said, you trade up, you get if they have a chance to trade up, and they have the ammunition to do it. If they want Kyle Pitts so bad, you trade up for Kyle Pitts, you jump in front of somebody to go get him. If not, you go after Smith, Waddle, and if you don't get either of those guys, you see if Jock is available, and if not, you see if J.C. Horn or Surtain is there or somebody is there at 12. So I like how you're thinking, Affiliate 500. Much appreciated for you being in here, bro. Thank you for coming in. You guys, I don't have to tell you guys to subscribe to Philly 500's channel. Obviously, you guys know. You guys know. Joseph Vegas, Joey, the Eagles have $6.3 million. They get $4 million or on June 1st, and of the cut Zach Ertz on after June 1st, and we get $8.5 million or so. We should sign Steven Nelson from Pittsburgh. I want Steven Nelson from Pittsburgh. If they could get him, it's the best coverage corner on the market right now. I hope they could do something with it. You know what I mean? I hope they could do something with it. James Humphrey says, I love listening to you. It's like our reactions and emotions are at one. Shake Squad. Appreciate it, bro. You know what? I'm glad. Like, it's like looking at people's channels and like it's like you like guys that you know that are going to react the same way you're going to react. And that's the best thing. It's the best connection you have with the people that watch you as well. So I appreciate it, JBS. Appreciate it, man. There's 134 people in the chat, guys. You guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. If you guys haven't hit the like button on this live stream, hit the live stream, hit the like button. It does help this channel out a lot. The support's been unreal. Description below, all the links are there to support me more. There is going to be a huge update for this channel. A big surprise is coming. I'm not saying it yet. I'll probably find out hopefully this week. And yeah, you guys are definitely going to like it. So very excited for everybody being here. Appreciate it. Eagles Champ says, LSU also so much talent. Just we have a GM who can't elevate talent, draft the fits a system team needs. But you know what's worse? What's worse is not just drafting bad players that don't work out, but when you have coaches that can't even develop the talent or try to develop what you have on the roster, it's even worse. That's why I like this new coaching staff that we got in Philadelphia. So happy with it. We got Jeremiah Butler with the super chat. Appreciate it, man. He said, what's up, everyone? Obsession with Marshall. He has great measurables, but can be a potential Aguilar. I like Tony or Bateman over him. You know, I agree. You know, like when it comes to measurables with Marshall, and I understand why, because he could catch almost anything. And you know what's great about him? Like these LSU receivers are like a different breed. They're a totally different breed. I don't know why, but it just seems like every guy, every single year, there's always good players coming from that, especially at receiver, coming from that school. And the measurable, when you talk about measurables, he can almost catch anything. And Terrace Marshall, I'm a huge fan. Like, you know, Kadarius Toney from Florida, I do like him. You know, I know, and you can move him. You know, he's that moving piece all the way around the field. You could do anything with him, which I do like. Which I thought we kind of drafted something like that with Jalen Reagor, you know what I mean? And I'm giving Reagor another chance. I don't get, you know, Reagor is going to be good. I think he's going to be really productive, really good. This coaching staff didn't use him. They didn't use half the players the right way, guys. Like Reagor has so much more that he could give, just like Travis Fulgham, just like Quez Watkins, these other guys that never had chances. That's what makes me so angry. But Jeremiah, great. I mean, look, I don't blame you for liking Terrace Marshall. I don't blame you. Oh, man. I got to find my spot again. Oh. I think we were right. Eagle Slayer says, you know your stuff. That's what you bring to the table. Look, I've played the game. I've played football since, sixth grade. I played in college for a D2 school in upstate New York. So, you know, I've played. Obviously, I've never played in the NFL, but I've had and I've liked football for a long time, so. Scooby-Doo, Parsons in the first, Newsome in the second. I love that, 100%. RH Gaming Fox, the later rounds, I like Daz Newsome. Daz Newsome, definitely. Jamarcus Monroe, never forget when Orlando Skendrick went on Undisputed and called a Howie a weasel. He put this whole team under the bus, man. He really just stirred the pot. You know, that after that moment, that season, we turned it up at the end of the year. I don't know if it just made us better, or I don't know if it was because of that. Big D, sometimes we forget Lurie is a meddlesome. Big D, by the way, Big D. I've known him since I started YouTube, and he does not. He always goes for the throat. He goes for that artery. We'll just say that. Double RK R1017. Our first 2 picks should be a wide receiver and a corner. Don't care which position we take. Would love Waddle Smith in the first and Stokes Samuels with our second. Horn in the first and Marshall in the second. I like both of those. If they have a chance to jump in front to get Kyle Pitts as well, I say they should do it as well. I really hope they do. Eagles fan, wait till we draft QB by headline. Joey 672, Joey Rant, fire Howie, I'm done. Big D, Ertz would be a Jacksonville second round pick. Milo Fox, do Eagles consider at all even trade the 12th, move back to 15-20? They already have 2-3 future firsts and maybe get one more first for next year if they trade. They could if they want to play with it, but they have to be careful doing that because they got to pick a good talent in that first round. Like they don't want to go back too far, and if obviously there's a few players still on the board, and they figure, hey, we can move back a couple spots, get another draft pick, depending on who wants to trade up. Then yeah, I mean, it sounds like a good idea, but I think we're good at where we are right now. Greg McQuaid said Ertz will finally get traded to the team with a lot of cap space for the equivalent of a mid-third. I don't even think we're going to get that, dude. I think a 5th rounder is what we're going to get for him. I'm not even kidding because we tried getting a 3rd, 4th rounder. NFL Network, I was watching, what do they want? They're trying to get a 3rd, 4th round, but they're not getting it. I'm like, why not? Not even a 4th round pick you can't even get for him? I mean, that's just crazy. Just crazy. Big D said Hargrave picked up towards the end. He did, and then he disappeared again. He picked up for a couple games, then he disappeared again. So, you know. He's got to come into this year with the money he's getting paid, and he's got to show me something. RH Game of Vlogs trader, it's the 12th later round pick to move up with the Panthers. Could do that. David Campbell said, Joey, I'm an Eagle fan of Boise, and I know there's probably more Eagles fans around me than you feel. I feel for you, bro. Yeah, it stinks living in New York. I'm hoping to move to New Jersey soon. Michael Fox, people fall in the drafts. If Smith is there at 12, someone will want him more than us and trade for our pick and rob somebody. They could do that too. But how far? I wouldn't even go far as much as 3 picks. I mean, I wouldn't even go that far. Eagles fan, because Howie loves defensive players, especially overrated. Javon Hargrave's not worth what he was giving. I'm so shocked. When we signed him, I wanted linebacker. You know what we desperately need? Yes, I do. And I was shocked, too, when we got Javon Hargrave. After giving Malik Jackson 3 years, $30 million, made no sense to me. Kevin the Prince, if Smith is still there at 7, give up 2/3 and Ertz needs to move up. I'm hoping there's somebody that's interested in Ertz to move up. I mean, if you add him in some type of deal, then I honestly wouldn't mind it. Cameron Holmes, if Hurts good, then we need to take edge rusher with our first, Kayvon Thibodeaux, Oregon. I can't even say that name. Joseph Vega, Joey, I really think Khalil Tate will beat out Joe Flacco for the second QB spot. How mad will Howie be if I feel like this? It will happen. He is getting a golden opportunity, and I believe he will take advantage. I don't know. It's a long shot, but we'll see. Joe Flacco is trying to be a starting quarterback again. He's taking advantage of this situation the Eagles are in right now. Willis Jackson, if Howie bombs this draft, is still GM after this upcoming season, I'll be convinced that he has dirt on Jeffrey Lurie. Joe Vega, Joey, I don't want an offensive end in the first 2 rounds, wide receiver or linebacker. You know, I don't want a defensive end at all. I don't want them to get a pass rusher, period. Scoob-Doo, Talona, these names are killing me right now. Sleeper from USC, safety looks him up. I'll look him up. I have to, let me, hold on. I'm going to take a picture of this on my computer. Okay. All right, I took a picture of my screen, so I'll look him up because these names are killing me. Cameron Hope, J.C. Horn isn't a trash talker. Hey, I'd like to find out. Arch Game Vlog, sign Steven Nelson. I hope they do. Eagles champ Derek Stanley getting overlooked. He got, if Eagles get it, I'd be happy probably up with Horn if he draft Kerry Vincent Jr., cornerback. Cameron Holmes, I want a younger corner. I see Gary on Conley. Conley hasn't really done well, as his first round draft hype hasn't been great since he was drafted. I look with the Raiders, and I forgot what his second team was. Can Gannon actually turn his career around? That's going to be the question. He didn't play good with the Raiders. I forgot what second team, what other team he went to, but he hasn't played well. He's still on the market. So Vegas says, Joey, the Eagles have $6.3 million. They get $4 million for Jude. I think I read this before. I'm not sure. I think I read this before. Jamie Humphrey says, I love listening to you. It's like our reactions to Boches are one. Eagles champ. LSU also has much talent. We have GM who can't elevate talent, draft them in the first system team needs. We can't go team needs. We need best player. We don't go needs. We go best player. That's how it goes. All right, says, do you think Aaron Robinson will be a free agent next year? If so, you mean Allen Robinson? No, I don't think so. I think by next year we should be good at receiver. By next year we should be good at receiver. Eagle Slayer said, "Oh, it's possible, bro. I'm hitting that John big time." KJ Dub said you should do an update. Rishi Lair said Parsons Sally won't fall at 12, but we could get Jock. I'm hoping we get Jock. Kevin Prince says Eagles check according to the draft scoring, it evens out of you moving up. Brokey 711, awesome. Glad you back on live, Joey. I'm watching the Gonzaga Baylor game. Had better winning in all my bracket, and I'm looking good. Oh, good for you, dude. I appreciate you coming in, and I hope it works out for you. You should do an update on mock. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have mock draft videos, bro. I'm gonna have mock draft videos. J17 said we have the easiest schedule this year, dude. That's what I read. Easiest schedule, like, and the Cowboys have the second easiest schedule. I'm like, why and how? We got Buck. Honestly, all right. So the schedule is probably going to come out this month, sometime this month. We don't, for some reason, like I know we have Tampa, I know we have KC, but the other teams we're facing this year, if they could balance that schedule out a little bit. Plus, we have to go to our extra game. Our extra game, obviously, the 17-game season this year. Our extra game is against the Jets at MetLife, which I might go to that game because I'm only 40 minutes away from MetLife, so I'm very close. But the teams aren't that bad. Like we have some teams that aren't great, but I think are winnable, beatable, definitely. So, Eagles 795 protecting my heart is right. RH Gaming Vlogs, literally the easiest schedule. You'll see Big D, good for you. Who cares? Jamie Humphrey says, have you heard anything on TJ Vanisher? He could be a potential matchup nightmare. I have heard nothing on him, no. Shane Rose says, finally having a normal offseason should really help our players improve their game. I'm excited for the upcoming season. I'm excited, actually, to watch preseason and watch camp videos and do all that stuff. I'm actually excited for it. Dak Prescott's going to look like a deer in headlights. Dude can't beat practice squad. Nathan Rizzo, what's going on, man? Eagles and Houston report listing close developments of Deshaun Watson. I read that. I don't know if that's recent or a while ago. I know a while ago they did, but Marianne Johnson, Eagles almost never have back-to-back losing seasons. We don't stay down for long, and I hope we don't. Marianne. I hope we don't. Maverick says, I'm tired of all... Yeah, I'm tired of it too, trust me. I've been in Kevon Wallace. I was so excited to see him on this team. And PFF, who I hate, said best safety in the draft. I don't think they said best safety of the draft. I think they said the best draft prospect. Well, the best draft prospect. I don't think he was the best safety of the draft, but I think he was a good grade for the Eagles, but they didn't really do anything with him. Paul Mancini says, Washington football team can win the East again. The QB Fitzpatrick, who has played well the last couple of seasons, he would be asked to toss it 30, 40 times a game. Well, yeah, and he got, $12 million guaranteed. He got a lot of money. Fitzpatrick got a lot of money. He'll probably play better than their starting quarterback right now if they actually started him, so who knows. Can you do an updated mock draft? Super Bowl 52 with Kyrie Irving fan, Eagles Nation. Jeff Murphy, if the coaching staff makes solid starters out of the last year's picks, then we will know it was more coaching than Howie all along. I think that's what we'll find out, definitely. Ibrahim Shepard, Parsons is a 3-4 linebacker, won't fit us, pass on him. I don't think it's gonna make a difference. Like he plays physical. Like if they tell Parsons to shoot a gap, he'll likely shoot the gap and be successful. I mean, I don't think it's I don't think it's going to be that bad to have Parsons. I think you fit fine. I don't think it matters. That's why with a first-round pick linebacker, that's why you pick a guy like him. That's why you draft a guy so high like that, because it doesn't matter what scheme he's in. He can still deal with it. You know what I mean? Eagles fan, hope Hurts turns to a ball because it makes me feel better around trading. Carson Wentz turns bad and Carson Wentz does good. It's going to be a bad look on this franchise GM. Yeah, probably. But look, I'm not getting into Carson Wentz tonight because it's just makes no sense. But there's more problems than Howie Roseman with Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz didn't want to be here since Green Bay, since he was benched. So you know, at the end of the day, he could go kick rocks. Like I don't even care anymore. I don't even care if it makes Howie Roseman look bad. You know, the guy couldn't handle pressure. The guy couldn't handle anything. I mean, look at all the videos he's putting out of him training and everything. He didn't do that last year. Obviously, with COVID going around, it was a different story. But I'm tired of hearing about Carson Wentz. It's all over. It's done with. Todd Christian, yeah, football networks are it hurts, but watch Hurts play well. He's going to shut them. I hope he does, dude. Man, I love to see Sanders have over 1,000 yards, and that's what I'm hoping he does. Paul Messina, Eagles have taken Parsons off their draft board. Way too many character flaws for owner to sign off him being selected. Jeremiah Butler, King Dingbat. The guy is here. Lan Herb says, do you think Sirianni will have a playbook that is longer than Doug's one page? Yeah. When he had his interview, I remember he did his little press conference. Sirianni was even talking about his, like, he's got like over 150 plays for like 3rd and 12. Like, I mean, it's crazy. Like, he's just a micromanaging coach, which I love. And I saw that tweet from 2019 when a beat writer from the Colts said that he yelled at one of his players saying that he doesn't know the playbook. I mean, obviously he cursed in it, but yeah, kind of crazy. King Dingbat is here. Don't know how Eagles fan tired because look when Wentz gone, Colts kicker Pat McAfee saying love Carson Wentz but hated him on the Eagles because he was Philly. No one likes us. We don't care. Philly Fire, yeah, Jeremiah Butler and Eagle Slayer. Maverick one, what up? Chad Vick says, so at number 12, do you think they should go defense or Tainer or Micah Parsons? The only other player I could see drop to 12 on offense is Waddle. Would you draft those two over Waddle, Parsons, and Surtain? If Waddle is there, if a playmaker is there at 12, go get your playmaker. If Waddle and Devontae Smith are not there at 12, go get J.C. Horn, go get Patrick Surtain. I mean, go get Micah Parsons, sorry. Kevo, our old staff sucked developing talent. Thank God our new coaches specialize at the corner of our receiver positions. Our defense needs way more work than the offense. Big Boss say, what's up? 500 in the building. Tyler Christian, Eagles champ one. Yeah, that's true. I saw a Pat video on YouTube. I totally agree. Big Boss say, well, who the hell is that? Philly 500. Yes, it is. No, I lost my spot. Why? This chat is going... too fast for me. I just lost it now. I didn't lose it. It's just not marked. I don't know what the case is. People say Rashad Bateman, the second best wide receiver in this draft. Mark my words. He has a substantial amount of talent. He's a great possession receiver. He's really good at contested catches, wide receivers, and yet he has an eminent speed. He does, and his hands he catches traffic. I mean, I've seen so much from him. Like, wow. I mean, he could do it all. I think when he gets off the line is his strength. Like, and the route tree is fantastic. Knows his routes. It's very smooth on the break of his routes. I think he does fantastic. J3 Official says Rager balled out versus Washington the very first game. Yeah, and that was pretty much it, man. I mean, he had some flashes later in the season, but they were using him on 3rd down. They were using him as a motion, going in motion, and I don't know what they were doing with him. Jeremiah Butler, I'm not actually sold on Marshall. Well, you're going to be sold on Marshall, trust me. I'm telling you right now. Jalen Kobe says, I doubt Newsome fall. Eagle Chef says Derek Stanley Jr. LSU sleeping on. He could be early 2nd round. Paul Mancini says T. Marshall is 6'3", 205. He will add 10 pounds in 2 years and run a 4.4. That's what people like about him. That's true. Double moonwalk in the house. Who do you want in the 3rd or 2nd round? Philly 500 is the man. Joseph Vega, Philly Hunter is in the building. Everyone pause. Everyone pause. Brokey says Skadrick left, no detail, bro. He wasn't wrong though. He was Champ Carey as junior quarterback. Another so unfortunate Howie Roseman idiot will take Derek Barnett. Eagle Slayer, y'all sub up Big D if you want some real unfiltered. That is definitely true. J3 official double dip at wide receiver, Smith and Marshall. That would be fantastic. Philip Harner says, KJ Dub, my hope is that they don't draft the second or third because we traded up. If not, depends what we do at 12. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. If we trade up in the first, we got someone at 12 and did trade up in the first again, I'd be fine with not having a second or third round pick and not picking because I know we got two really great players. Big Play said this wide receiver class is substantially deep. There's a good amount of talent in later rounds, and yet the Eagles will hit on one of the wide receiver picks. There's 110 people in the chat, guys. Appreciate everybody being here today. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. We are going to have a lot more live streams. We are back to live streaming finally. Guys haven't hit a like button on the live stream as well. Hit that like button if you guys have not. It really does help the channel out. Obviously, the description below is to support me in other ways as well. You guys have been fantastic tonight. Appreciate everybody being here at 11:26 Eastern, my time. So appreciate everybody. Love you guys, Kevo. We're actually gonna go probably another 5 minutes. About another 5 minutes. I've been over 2 hours already on this stream, so had a really good time tonight with everybody. Kevo said we need 3 corners, 1 2 safeties, 1 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 2 defensive ends, 1 linebacker, 1 guard / setter. Eagles channel Fire. What up? You ready to get angry when we watch Giants take pits? I agree with you and Joey. KJ Dubs said Philly 500. I agree. You and Joey are awesome. Appreciate it. I'm gonna get on more streams at 500 soon. J3 official said, "Yo 500, what's good, bro?" Eagle says Howie's takes bum. Eagle Slayer says, "Y'all sub up Big D if you want some unfiltered, authentic Eagles content." I know he'll lose it. I know I'll lose it. Real 412. I think I know you from. I think I've seen people make videos about you. Have you ever been to part of the TTC? I think I tried doing it a while ago. Probably. I don't know. When I started in 2016, I think I tried getting into that, and then I kind of backed away from it and just didn't feel like doing it anymore. So, yeah, I tried, but no. I ended up – I kind of was, but I kind of wasn't, if that answers your question. I got some – hold on. We have some super chats to go over here. Don't want to miss anything or anybody. David Campbell, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Colts, Carson is a Colt now. Wish him well, but let's go Birds. That's all that matters. Wish him well. That's it. And I forget about it. And you have Cordarius Kid with the super chat. Much appreciated, man. Thank you so much. Much appreciated, dude. And we have a super chat from Inferno Productions. My dream scenario is Jalen Waddle at 12, trade up to get Jog. If not, Nick Bolton in the second, Eric Stokes third, trade up late or mid-second. At the end of the day, if we can't trade up for Kyle Pitts, you got Jalen Waddle or Devontae Smith at 12. You draft them. If they're not available, you go after J.C. Horn, Jock, Micah Parsons, whoever at that pick. You go in the second round. You trade back up into the first round and go get another playmaker or go get somebody on defense again. So there's endless things you could do. Eagles have picks next year. Eagles are going to be loaded on picks next year, so they have some picks in the window right now that you can really go after. So, yeah, be some good things going. Jammers, we realize that this will take great drafts in 2021 and 2022 to make us legit, right? That's, yeah, like these two, especially the draft this year, the draft next year in 22, it is what it is. These drafts are very important. But, obviously if you have some cap space like we didn't this year, I mean, this free agency was a joke. I mean, we had I think when free agency started, we had a little over $3 million, and that was really it. I mean, we didn't have much. You know what I mean? It was kind of really? at this point. So it was just kind of crazy, really boring. But getting that safety obviously was huge. I keep forgetting his name. We signed some very good. I think we had to be careful. We couldn't spend money to over what we were supposed to get. But the cap has just been utterly bad, unfortunately. James Humphrey, okay, big spenders in the chat. RH Gaming Vlogs, now we wait for us to draft Kyle Trask at 12. Stop it. Nasir Sorensen, I think they should take Surtain at 12 if he's still there, solidify the other cornerback. I think we will solidify that position. In this draft if they pick one of these names that makes sense. Nugs and Joe, you got to watch wide receiver Jonathan Adams. He looks like a late round steal. We got to check it out. J17, I have Smith over Waddle. Rager could be our Waddle. I thought Smith would be our Rager right now. I mean, that's what I thought going into this last year, with Rager coming onto the field. You know what I mean? But I'd be happy with either one. Brody Baylor destroyed Gonzaga. I love bragging rights. Eagles champ said Jeff Good, GM, knows football 1 year. Howie, decade white Eagles fans getting painkillers because Howie driving them nuts. Watch Howie take Marcus Smith, linebacker. Oh, type linebacker. Yeah, unfortunately, we have to watch out for that. So at the end of the day, guys, like it's going to be it's going to be crazy. I mean, I'm nervous. I'm nervous about it, and the Eagles have set them up, especially for a very good draft next year. They're getting picks. I think trading back from 6 at the end of the day, obviously, I think it was good. I mean, I think it made sense. Like if you trade back to 19 or 20, it would make no sense. It'd be horrible. I would be so mad. But because of this, I think it just makes it so much better. And I think the Jets trading, obviously Sam Darnold, I think that really went in our favor as well during this too. So lot going on. RH Game is like, hey, let's just take Waddle. He is like Tyreek Hill. I think he is. I think he'd be as good as Tyreek Hill is, honestly. I love Waddle for a lot of reasons. Trust me. I mean, even special teams. I mean, would you even use Waddle on special teams as well? Because he was like the top special teamer during his college days, his college years. So, Kevin said, I hope we take Elijah Moore. He's a stud. A lot of people like Elijah Moore a lot, man. He's got that versatility. He's got his footwork is just, man, he's just unreal with his footwork. Broken Center Alone, Jocker Surtain at 12, Joey. Theoretically, I like J.C. Horn better than Surtain, and that's only if, like, you say Jocker Surtain. That's only if Devontae Smith and Waddle are off the board. I'm picking J.C. Horn or Micah Parsons with that pick. You know what I mean? But I understand, I mean, Jock would be a good pick at 12 too. I mean, I think a little bit later, if they move back for him just a few spots, get some more draft picks, and want to get Jock in the first round, then it is what it is. They could do that as well. Eagles Jam, hooray for QB. Joey goes to Howie Roseman house, or Joey 652 goes to jail for punching Howie Roseman in the street. God, you were violent. Philly 52, Randall Moore is probably more like Tyreek Hill. Yeah, I can see that. Orange Gaming Vlogs, yes, I would use Waddle on special teams. Rich M said we need a free agent corner, 3 drafted corners, or corner first round. I don't think they're going to take 3 corners in the draft. Maybe 1 they could go to, but I doubt it. And then we'll just see. I mean, like I said, if we have 2 playmakers, if you see Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddle, or both of them are off the board, I think you're going to go after J.C. Horn. Surtain could be another target for us, obviously, depending on what they like. Elliot Patotsky, what's going on, man? Eagles champ, Surtain better cornerback for us. I think J.C. Horn's a better corner for us. I like both, but I like J.C. Horn better. J17, what is your dream draft for us? Bad. Our dream draft? Bad. Our dream draft would be literally going first round. At 12, you move up to take Kyle Pitts. You jump in front of whatever team you think is going to take him. You get Kyle Pitts. You take your second, third, fourth round picks. You go back into the first round, okay? And you get JOK. You get Jock back in the building. coming to Philly. You get a huge linebacker. You go into and that's where you dip a little bit, and you might miss out on some of those cornerbacks. Asante Samuel Jr., is he a second-round pick? Would he fall to the third? If he does, then you would take him in the third round. You never know at this. You never know at this point. Arch Game Vlogs, what about going after Rashad Slater? I don't mind Slater at all. I really don't. But I mean, what's your realistic? What is your realistic pick for him for what rent? I mean, when are you taking him? You know what I mean? That's. He's probably one of the players. I do think about Rashad Slater, but at the same time, like, there's so much more talent I need to get on this team right now. Jeff Murphy, so much talent, wide receiver and cornerback in this draft. Huge plus for us, definitely. Need it. But don't mind either. We'll draft tackle from third rounder or B. Belichick trade out first. No, I don't think so. If the Patriots are going to move up in this draft, it's going to be with the Giants. That's what I've seen a million times on TV, is literally the Giants trading back to 15. I don't know why, but obviously the Patriots want to get a quarterback. If the Patriots move up to get a quarterback, if they jump in front of us and get a quarterback, that's even better for us. You know what I mean? So that's like 5 quarterbacks off the board in pretty much the first round so far. El Petoskey, I committed to college, Joey. I haven't seen you in the comment section in a while, man. But hey, dude, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. David Campbell says, well, just Sion Joey. Eagles champ said Howie Roseman would be stupid if they don't be shocked if he does, but by trading first round pick, move in the second. Joseph Vega with the super chat says, Joey, we don't have the easiest schedule. We play KC, Raiders, Saints, 49ers, Tampa. People remember who was drafting this year. We're in trouble. Be afraid. All I'm going on is what they have us. That's what they have us. They have us as the easiest schedule. You know what? I don't really care about the hard teams. We have to face hard teams. I want to see what we're made of against KC and Tampa. And I know it seems like a long shot to do anything, but we don't have this roster finished. We don't know who we've drafted yet. We don't know what this team looks like. We may look like we're like the new Browns of the league right now, but at the end of the day, like, we need to see we need this offseason. I think that's what's really important. And we just need to see what it is, you know what I mean? But to be afraid, I don't know. I'm not really afraid of anybody. Like, I think this team, if they really try their hardest and work their tails off and they do some good things, I think they could do a good job. Winning the division, it's going to be a long shot, but you never know at this point. This team might surprise us, guys. Like, it looks bad right now, but who knows what might happen in a few months. Philly 52 said afraid. They ain't nobody afraid. They're afraid of us. Yeah, Greg said the Eagles beat the Saints last year. And the 49ers, right? Yes. But unfortunately, the 49ers had a lot of injuries, and the Saints didn't have Drew Brees playing. So how much of a difference that would have made? Probably a lot, but a win is a win at the end of the day. No, we didn't play the Raiders last year. Arch Game said the NFL said we have the easiest schedule. I don't know why, but probably is. Who knows? Philly 52 said, yeah, but both with backups. Exactly. Jeff Murray said Belichick will pull a Ted 2 Brady scenario soon. That movie's great. What would happen if our GM trades out first when we on clock? Our cornerback, linebackers retain Parswell, trade first for early second. We trade first to watch the full team. How would you act? That would never happen. They wouldn't trade out of the first to go into the second. I don't see that happening. Wouldn't see it happening. Gregory Commenti, what's going on, man? He says, hey, Joey, how you been? Sorry I haven't been able to keep in touch lately. Looking forward to the draft. I bet you are, bro. I bet you're going to come out of your cave. You're going to come out of your cave like the rest of them. But Gregory's a Giants fan. He's been a long time subscriber and a good buddy of mine. So I always mess with him, but I do take it easy on him. But he's excited. I don't blame him. He's got plenty to be excited for about the New York Giants. Joseph Vega, be afraid of Howie Rose, but drafting the man, idiot. Are we not forgetting he took the umbrella man over DK? J17 said, if you don't draft QB in this draft, I would give the draft an A+. You're being real generous, bro. You're being real generous. Greg McQuad said, we had our backup in both games. Also, see what I did there? Yeah, I saw what you did there. Get it? We had our backup in both games. I got you, bro. 103 people in the chat, guys. It's been strong. It's been a very strong stream. I do appreciate everybody being here tonight. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, you are new. I go over the Eagles all year long. Been doing it since 2016. Guys, haven't hit the subscribe button, go hit it. It's free, and you get a lot of content all year round. And this is where it's most exciting. The off season is my bread and butter of the season. So I love the off season. A lot of speculation, a lot of rumors. Love it. If you guys have not hit the like button to this stream, if you guys have it, it does help the channel out a lot, and the support has been unreal from you guys. Guys want to support me fully for other links in the description below. So the pretty much the news going into I have a huge update coming at the end before the draft. I have a huge update to the channel coming, and it should be really exciting. I hope you guys do like it. And yeah, I'm pumped. There's something going on that a lot of people don't know. I've told a few people, but obviously I've told trusted people that won't say anything. But there's a huge update for this channel, and there's a lot more to it than that. And you guys will probably be excited for it. I'm excited for it. And yeah, this is going to be pretty nice. So very excited for the future of what's going on. And yeah, you guys are not going to stray away from it. You guys are going to absolutely 100% love it. And, yeah, it's going to be cool. It's going to be really cool. And I'm really excited to do it. So, Philly video, what's our dream draft to get Howie fired? Dream draft. Oh, Philly 52, you're hilarious, man. You're hilarious, bro. Nina says, Joey, you are a go. You're still going. I'm going as fast as I can. I'm going as further as fast as I possibly can. But I don't think of myself as a goat or of anything. I'm just an Eagles fan that wants to put out content and just enjoy it with everybody else. Go through the highs and lows with everybody else like you guys. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it, Nina. Much love. Dave Count, I meant to say, let's just see how Joey. Let's go Birds. Let's just see. Eagles chat probably QB at 12 back. Joe trading out the first. RH Gaming Vox said Mike Glennon will win the starting over Daniel Jones. Yeah, we'll see about that. Jeff Burry, we all love Joey Shakes. Pause. Now you're gonna do this. You guys are doing that to Philly 500 in his streams. They're gonna do it to me now. Joseph A. Joseph, look at how bad the drafts have been. How many Pro Bowlers do we have? We got like a Pro Bowler in like the last 50 picks, bro. Yeah, it's been bad. Like one Pro Bowler in like 50 picks. Maybe two. Barely. I think before Howie Roseman, we drafted 14 Pro Bowlers in like 18 years. I mean, that's crazy. Like, it's crazy to think of those numbers. Like, no joke. I understand, Joe. Really do. Philly, the podcast says, let's go. Hashtag update talk. Not yet, but soon. You will. HS PPBY, are you going to create highlight videos for the players? Yes, I am. I am doing the same thing as I normally do. I will have, like I did the one for what's his face that we signed, but I'm going to be doing highlight videos as soon as that pick is done. The reaction video will be done for the pick, and obviously I will have highlight videos for pretty much almost the whole draft, mostly. So very excited to do those. I like making those for you guys and have everybody look at those. So we'll have the highlight videos out for the new draft picks. Liam 1, who's your favorite horror movie killer? My favorite? Oh, man, it's hard, but I'm a Friday the 13th guy. I love Jason Voorhees. I love Michael Myers. I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Obviously, you can't see it. You can see a part of it over on the other side there. Yeah, love a lot of guys. I'm a big horror fan, huge horror fan. I'm a horror junkie. I watch anything from the 70s, late 80s to what comes out now. Bruin says, do you think that we can have 2 first-round picks this year using our bargain power? Yeah, I mean, you could if you could pull it off, you could. David Campbell said, I love you, Joey. Love you too, David. Love you too, man. Joe says, as long as how we drafts, we took a fireman a few years ago. We took an umbrella man 2 years ago. This year we'll draft the plumber. Oh, that's funny. Name brand. All Howie does is hold players back so he can get them on cheaper contracts. Or we trade for players that are on the last year of their contracts. I hate when he does that too. Who is that corner we signed last year? Slot God? What's his name? I always forget his name. I just know his handle, Slot God, that we signed last year. Man, what a disgrace he was. What a hyped up disgrace. You know Howie Roseman, what he said about him? He said they were going after him in 2017 off his rookie contract. In 2017, they tried obtaining him because he was too much money. So they didn't get him. But they get him like 3 more years later. And he was god-awful. I mean, god-awful. It was that bad. We the Dread Eagle. Joe, you're one of the GOATs. Man, I appreciate you saying that, but, you know. Kevin Callum, dang, dude, you still on here? Of course I am. RH Gaming Vlog, Aaron Rodgers on Jeopardy. Oh, yeah, I heard that. Aaron Rodgers is going to be hosting Jeopardy for like 2 weeks. That should be, I mean, he doesn't have much of a personality when he's on the field, but off the field, I know he does. Liam 1, who is your favorite horror movie killer? I already said that. Elliot says this year, Palmer next year will be the chef. Bino says it's Chucky. Chucky's great. Love Chucky. Can't wait for the sci-fi series coming at the end of this year. I'm excited. Let's go. They always have me hyped, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. HZPPBY. Eagles champ. Save the fans from another disaster. Can't wait to be sad. Watch someone fall to us, do nothing. Howie being a cheap two, trade up. Watch NFC East opponents take a guy from us. I mean, the Giants could literally trade back, or they could pretty much take anybody at that point. Chuck is the best. Don't mess with the Chuck, but you know what I meant to say. Jonathan Leschko says, does the Panthers trading Darnold affect the Eagles? It affects the Eagles in a positive way. People are saying it's negative. I'm like, no, it's not, because 4 quarterbacks are going to get taken. That's even better. Chad Hughes said, by first Joe Shiggs live stream, Howie never stays put on the draft night. I expect him to trade up for a playmaker or make multiple moves over the course of the draft weekend. And Chad, first time here, welcome. And number 2, he could trade up to get a guy he could trade up from 12 to go get somebody, or he could pick someone at 12 and trade up from the second round and go get a guy. You know what I mean? Go get another guy late in the first round. So it's crazy. Gregory Clemente, what do you think Dallas does in the draft? I mean, right now, I don't cover everything for the NFC, so obviously they're going to go after a corner in the first round. They could go after a safety. I'd say corner mostly. Shadobi Awuzie, whatever his name is. I know he was a free agent. He signed to another team. So, I mean, Surtain or J.C. Horner is going to the Cowboys most likely. Complete that defense. Mr. Flyers fan 28, is that Peekskill New Yorkshire Elton Brand? Yep, it is. I didn't go to Peekskill, but my girlfriend is she works near the school, and Elton Brand went to Peekskill, and his name is all over the place, obviously. But yeah, I just have a shirt. I never went there. I went to the high school next to Peekskill, but it's fantastic. It's awesome. Eagles, yep. Nicole Roby Coleman. Yep, Nicole Roby Coleman. Yep, total disaster. JBS Humphrey said, glad we kept Greg Ward, AK4, number 46. Ready to see killing short acts, getting tickets for speeding away from ops. Dude, I hope he gets his chance to do something. I don't think he'll be a starting running back or be in a rotational, but obviously if there's injuries, they could put him in, or you could put him in the passing game too. I mean, you could do a lot with Adrian Killins. That's definite. Kenyatta Watkins, Brian Poole is so nice. HZPPBY, maybe the trader second and Ertz late first rounder for wide receiver. Marshall, do you think that's enough to trade up? If so, with who? I don't know. You could go maybe. I don't know. I don't know who a good trade partner would be at that point, because I'm looking at all the needs in the first round of who they're going for. I mean, you could. I really don't know at this point. I really don't know who you'd really go after. Would you try to maybe, not with the Saints, the Saints maybe? Oh, no, the Saints don't have a first-round pick this year. What am I talking about? I don't think the Saints have a first-round pick next couple of years. I really don't know what team they would really trade up with. I really don't. Not the Patriots. I think the Patriots would be a good pickup, but I'd say it's not too early. It's 15, but they might trade up themselves to get a quarterback, so I'm not really sure if they'd want to trade back. Jerry Murphy said Howie was caught on camera talking a stuffed envelope from Jerry, taking a step on what? Oh God, I love these. So funny. Roby Coleman, trash. We see the dreaded Eagle. Chess Dillard, if Howie doesn't go wide receiver, cornerback, wide receiver in the first 2 rounds, we failed. Yeah, probably. RIP Alex Trebek, definitely, bro. It's actually not bad. Weezy the Dread Eagle says Roby Coleman. Go. Eagles champ. Roseman needs to be on Jeopardy or smarter than a 5th grader. Bruno Foreign Nazari says, I would love to pick Micah Parsons and 1 corner in the first round, then start the second with Terrace Marshall would be amazing. Yeah, they would have to, if they pick 2 in the first, if they pick 2 in the first, they'd have to trade up twice if that's the case. If they pick 2 people, if they move up, you're gonna lose some picks. If you trade back in the first round, you're not gonna have your second, third round picks. It's not gonna happen. So it might just be one shot, getting somebody at 12 and then moving up one more time. But they could use picks for next year, but I don't think they're going to use all that to get 3 guys in the first round. I don't think that's going to happen. Or 2 guys in the first round and then 1 guy in the second round. Philly 52, Aaron Rodgers looked like Ellen DeGeneres on Jeopardy with that hairdo. Joseph Joey Shakes, who do you like better, Jeremiah or Kumar or Parsons, and why I think Jock is better? I think Jock is so much better on man-to-man coverage. That's the big hit on him over Parsons. So yeah, when it comes to man coverage, and I think because the NFL has so many sub packages now defensively for a lot of these teams, you have guys going at having coverage like these linebackers do. I like those versatile linebackers that can do almost anything. I think that Jock will be a hybrid star for a team. That's the knock that we have on from Jock to over Parsons. I definitely agree with that. Jonathan Lesko says, "Who's your favorite Eagle of all time?" I love Jeremiah Trotter, man. Trotter was like I just loved his his physicality and the way he used to tackle guys behind the line. And Trotter was like one of my favorites. I know it's not probably the normal answer everybody thinks of, like Dawkins or whatever. Like everyone loves Dawkins regardless, but Trotter, I just liked his physical presence and just doing that chop block with the axe, just throwing the axe down. So I used to hype me up all the time. Name brand. You think Dallas and Giants would be petty and take offensive weapons for us? They could draft anybody. They could do whatever they want. They could do whatever they want. Any they want. Eagles champ says B-Dawk. Eliapa said, good night, Joey. Enjoyed your vid. Appreciate it, man. Yang Gang 22. Let's not kid ourselves. The Eagles are taking a lineman in round 1. Only question is whether it's OL or DL. I would think offensive line if that's the case. Kenyatta Watkins, Brian Poole, and Malik Hooper will turn our defense around. Let's see here. Smart Broly said Weapon X. Name brand. How much do you think Hurts works out with Smith and Waddle this offseason? Had Togo with trading back. Had to do with trading back. It could. That's definitely some good speculation to really think about. I know he's he's definitely really close with Devontae Smith. With Waddle, I think he is too. They definitely talked this offseason. That's definite. I know that Devontae Smith, and there was a report that I think they were both interviewed at one point. They were doing this thing together. I don't know if it was football related or not, but they're talking about the draft, and Devontae Smith was asking about the Eagles, and Jalen Hurts was talking about the team, and they were just discussing the just the draft process or everything like that. I don't think it means anything, but sure. Do you not think the Eagles are looking at college tape from Jalen Hurts throwing to both of these guys? You'd be dumb if you didn't think that. You know what I mean? So. All right, guys, I've been pretty much over 2 hours, 37 minutes. I was supposed to end this, like, when I said 5 minutes ago, like 30 minutes ago. So I appreciate everybody being here tonight. Really appreciate everybody. If I didn't get to your comment, appreciate it. Rondo Gaming Warrior, what's going on, man? Psycho Steve, welcome back, bro. Appreciate you being back, dude. Yeah, I appreciate everybody being here. So, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel if you are new. We do videos all year round. I've been doing this since 2016. We're do videos nonstop, and live streams are finally back. Copyright strikes over out of YouTube jail, thank God. So appreciate everybody being here tonight and doing some good things and supporting the channel. If you guys haven't hit that like button, hit the like button before you leave today. Do appreciate it. It really helps the channel out a lot. And a big update for this channel. Very soon, we will have something special for you guys, and it's very exciting. I'm kind of excited to unleash the news. I want to do it now, but we're going to have to wait, unfortunately. So, other than that, guys, that is pretty much it, and I will see you guys later. Hope you guys have a great night. I am back, and I'm ready to roll, and this is going to be fun. So, all right, guys, I will see you guys later. Remember, shakes go up, flowers fly. Peace out, guys. Peace.